everything is A-OK. The new album from Violent Soho is out now. Featuring the hit singles, Vacation Forever, Lying on the Floor, and Pick It Up Again. So, what are you waiting for? Grab Violent Soho's new album, Everything is A-OK, today.
Hey! Hello, everyone.
Welcome to 50% of Violent Soho. Boredom and Henry, we got like internet, we got like satellite, we're doing some... Are you there?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfectly.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, nice to see you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Hey, should we do a...
Let's have our first beer.
Oh, yeah.
Going back to the,
Cheers, fellas.
4:20,
Album's
this is
out.
time of the day for a beer.
What are you doing, Henry? Grab yourself a
Yeah.
beer.
well, I think it's going back to the music. I don't even know if
It's on. We're on. We're on.
No, dude. This is...
Hello, everyone.
G'day. This is the listening
Yeah, that.
thing, Henry. Welcome to it. You good?
All right. Well, thank you. Good.
Welcome
be
to
here.
our specials set. Everyone, thank you. Let's just double check that this is all legit. What's that? I can't even read this one.
Dude.
It's in feet.
Dude, if it
How many
ain't,
feet are you supposed to be away from each other?
if it ain't legit,
Uh,
my whole
Look at the other
family-
side, Mikey.
That's definitely heaps.
My whole
The other
family
side's
is gonna freak out. I was like, yes, I'm meeting up with Mikey.
Oh, there we
and
go.
they were like, well, 2.5 meters.
Wait.
So I had to add extra half a meter. We good?
It's okay. Yeah, that's 1.5 meters. Well, 1.5 meters is long.
Hey,
everyone.
on behalf of our band, and that's only because we all can't talk at once, thank you so much for your support. It's crazy. You know, we feel like we've already won the premiership. You know what I mean? Talking about premiers down the front. Broncos so far undefeated this season. Let's see how the rest goes. First song, Everything A-OK. Sleep Year. Should we do it or what?
Yeah, let's listen. Let's have a party.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here
Hell
for.
yeah.
So,
Write whatever you
yeah.
want on
I
the
still-
thing.
I
We'll
s-
try and read it.
I still haven't even heard the album. This is
Oh,
my
it's
first
pretty
time.
good, man.
It's good.
You did real good.
Thanks, man.
And if you write like in your YouTube or your socials, whatever you're using, we'll try and read it, and we'll do our best to answer and keep up with anything you want to know. But again, you know, we're blown away by the support. And you know, it's crazy, right? We just got told there's only 300 blue vinyl left. Everything else is sold out. We over-ordered and over-pressed vinyl right from the get-go, so we didn't have to try and keep up and do it, but it's already sold out. And there's 300 blue vinyl left, 360. They're on independent record stores. If we could sell it out by the end of this, that'd be crazy. We'd have like no vinyl on day one. So
Here we go. It's the Violent Soho Telethon. Let's try and flog everything off while we're on YouTube and Facebook Live.
This one's for Ashy, who said this first track's her favourite, or his favourite.
Thanks, Ashy.
Woo, Sleepy. Ashy!
So, anyone got any cool stories about this song? It was really fun to record it. It's pretty cool. I'm just talking over it, actually.
where's my
Do a
goldies?
shoey, Michael.
What was that? What was that, Henry?
Do a shoey.
Do a shoey?
Do a shoey.
Nah.
Dude, we ain't doing shoeies. We got Stone and Woods.
yeah.
We got Stone and Woods.
When was the last
Sorry,
time I
Mark
ever
Ware.
did a shoey?
Sorry, Mark Ware. I tried.
Nah.
Oh man, never.
We'll get Daniel Ricciardo later after the quarantine, and Zoo can come in and hang out with us on another episode. We'll get him to do a shoey.
This is me riding on my Harley.
In the second verse, when you hear this, when we first started playing it, we looped it for about 3 minutes because we thought we were like doing some DJ Shadow shit. And we thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
So we just kept doing the second half of the verse for about 5 minutes, thinking we were reinventing music.
Yeah, the first day we were in pre-production with producer Greg, like we got to that little pre-chorus part, and he was like, all right, stop, let's just play the pre-chorus on loop for like 5 minutes and just jam it out. And it turned into this like rad, trippy hip-hop sort of jam, and he's like, that's where the song's going. You got to do that live.
This
and
bit,
I'm just sitting there
ready?
going, well, mate, like, don't tell me what to do live. We're going to record
This bit.
This bit. You can freestyle over it.
Don't.
Sure. Yo.
If it makes you happy, if it makes you happy.
But yeah, speaking of Greg Wales, who produced the record, shout out to Greg. Like, couldn't be more stoked. Sorry I haven't written back to your massive email you wrote yesterday too, man. I've just been real busy, but like, really appreciate everything. Shout out to Greg.
Well, I just wanna leave and I wanna be around.
This is awesome. I feel like I'm just making jokes for Henry to laugh.
This lyric is very COVID for me. You know, you want to leave, but you want to be around. Wasn't what I thought of at the time when Boredom was singing it.
Very COVID.
Also, like, send in your questions.
Not that.
I can't see them really very well. Oh, yeah, someone said
I got a question.
Get Daniel Ricciardo for sure. Definitely. Get
Hey, how good's this one? If it's grunge
It's a
Sheryl Crow
question.
that makes
Alright.
you happy, it can't be that bad.
Grunge
Yeah.
Sheryl Crow.
I love that. What was that? Sorry, Boredom?
Jensen asked what gear we used. We just used this old boutique German amp mixed with an orange OD80. The German boutique amp was like famous.
Yeah, that amp's
Cobra.
cool. What's it
And
called?
Tiswa, what did you use? What did you use, Tiswa?
Yeah, I use the Framus as well because we're pretty
Framus.
addicted to it. And
Yeah, you mixed it with something.
just my valve tone, my little valve tone Master Jim.
Yeah,
and then
that's
we
cool.
went and got that pedal you wanted. Boredom wanted this pedal on the spot, and we
Yeah,
drove to basically Sydney to get it.
Oh yeah, that was funny as.
But-
Freezing cold day.
It was
I felt like we were in coronavirus
A
lockdown at the
clone.
time when we left to go get it. It was like, oh, we're outside of the
What was it?
studio.
Sorry,
Sorry.
what was it?
It was a clone, a transparent overdrive pedal called a clone, but it was a clone. But the EHX version, which is
Soul Food.
Soul Food.
and then we ended up both getting one
I've got one
because
here somewhere.
when I was sitting in there listening to
Yeah.
Boredom's, it's such an addictive pedal that I had to have it too. So we both were running pretty similar stuff on and like honestly, it's barely on. Funnily enough, and it just makes it that tiny bit different.
Yeah.
Shout
just a
out
little
to
bit.
whoever lent us that Framus amp. I think it was Greg hooked that up, but that amp was so cool on that
Phil
track.
McKenna.
Yeah,
and
shout out to Phil
a bit
McKenna.
of trivia. I think it was used on some Grinspoon records.
Ah, the same amp.
Yeah, well, Guides Better
So
Living
I think.
is Phil McCullough, right? And then also the first
Yeah.
ever Silverchair
Yeah, and it's
recording.
his amp.
Yeah.
So he actually recorded the
Yeah.
Innocent Criminal, whatever the Silverchair Tomorrow comp entry was that blew him up. So
I gotta also apologize to Phil McKenna. That amp got mailed back up to Brisbane. It got sent up to Brisbane. It was supposed to get sent back to wherever he lives. It got sent to our studio, and I had to go get it all packaged up and sent back to him on a shipping pallet. So, sorry, Phil, if it came back broken. I'm just
sorry,
I'm
Phil,
really
but
lazy.
it was all worth it with the next song. Or Boredom, you just
Oh, it's some guy. Just Joe asked whose house is on the cover. If you've seen the Pick It Up Hand clip, is this legend called Ken, and he's the old dude at the end of the film clip. And he lived in that same house since the 60s, even earlier, I think. And
Yeah.
like it was built, and he said everything around it was nothing but dirt, including the house I grew up in, the house Henry grew up in, the house Tidzo grew up in. He was there in Mansfield, all before Mansfield existed. Ken, what a
In
legend.
the early
That's
early
what
days, in the early days of Mansfield,
Yeah, that's
when God first
The early
created
days of
the
Mansfield.
heavens and stuff. And also, if you do know where the house is by any chance, just don't go up and say good day to Ken, please. We need to protect the elderly. Just remember that.
He's not
Leave
keen.
Ken alone.
Anyway, much like how we can talk,
Next song.
this one's called Vacation. Forever.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it?
Oh, I remember this day. That was
I hope
fun.
so.
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
that's right. That walking out to see all these people at RNA Showgrounds, just packed RNA Showgrounds, meant so much to me. Like, I wasn't even thinking about it at the time, but I remember when I was a kid and I went and saw Oasis play that venue and the exact same amount of sort of people, and thinking to myself, one day I want to bloody do that. And then, like, this day particularly, I was just real tired and just amping myself up to go out and play the show. And when I walked out and saw all those people, I was like, oh my god, I didn't even think about this. There's like 20,000 bloody people here. And also, just so everyone knows, that ground in RNA Showgrounds, where all those people are, that's where Donald Bradman scored his first ever century for Australia.
First ever one.
That was also why it was important
Yeah.
to me. Yeah.
Right there.
I didn't know that.
And
awesome.
shout out to
There you go.
Mike who made this video.
Yeah.
We hit him up, I think, 5 days before we flew out to do this, and we just took him on tour. He's made some great Rat Hammock videos as well, who we're big fans of, and go and check out his videos. But he met us 3 days before, hit up 5 days, and came out and made this video for us. We wanted to do it live because we were, you know, kind of, I guess, over trying to lip sync, I guess.
It was awesome working with Mike, you know, and it's great seeing him like working with a lot of other artists now and getting more and more jobs. He's just like a newer guy on the scene in terms of making videos, but like, I mean, it's so cool to just like try and back like somebody new up and coming like in music as well to do a video. Like,
He worked on the new Rolling Blackouts.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Check out that video where they dance. Pretty cool.
incredibly good band. You know, like a lot of our videos, people might know we work with a guy who sort of grew up in our sort of community.
Went
as
to our
well.
school.
His name's Dan Grates. Shout out to Johnny Grates, who was in my grade. I remember doing Johnny Grates. If you're watching, do you remember doing like lightsaber battles in music class? And like when you and me like smacked Daniel Carter in the kneecaps that time? That was funny.
Oh, we should read some.
Oh yeah, comments.
How many big day outs have you been to? Well, my first big day out that I went to was 2000 with Blink, Foo Fighters, Enema of the State, and my second one actually was with a group of people that bombarded the fence and ran in to see Limp Bizkit. But I've been to every one since I could go. Played one of them. We played 2000 and we played.
Was the question first big day out you went to?
No, how many you been?
Oh,
to?
how many? Man, I used to go to them like every year from when I was about 16.
Boredom and Mikey went to the Vines Millencolin one.
Yeah, that was funny.
missed that one,
That was
actually.
funny. If anyone out there hasn't heard
that was
Luke's
awesome.
story about like how we that morning throwing his cereal bowl against the wall or something. And I remember meeting up with Luke at that big day out at the start of the day because I wasn't sure if he was going to show up, and he was all pumped up. He had his backpack. He's like, I just told my parents to get fucked.
Hey, Mrs. Richards.
yeah. Hey, shout out to all our mums who are watching. We're big boys. We can say the F word.
That sound there's the banana pedal from Japan. That's cool.
Oh yeah, nice
I love
one. That's
that
right.
I don't have it around. Oh,
I'm reading text messages out. I can't see the comments. My sister
What
can't
a
wait for 420.
So, glory. What made you pick half a gram for your Instagram name?
He is first.
Hey, it's at least a gram.
It's at least a gram. Half a gram.
Because,
What?
you know, Instagram at least.
Gram? Oh, because a gram. Yeah.
We wish the Vines were still playing gigs. Same, but pretty loose unit.
I'm sure they would if you really asked them. Like, are you sure?
How long were you guys in the studio for?
How
4
long?
weeks.
About 4 weeks.
Yeah, it was. Like
4
we had a
weeks.
2-week break in the middle, and then came back for another. Yeah.
What was the
2
brewery
weeks on,
we went
2 weeks
to?
off, 2 weeks on.
We went to this brewery.
Oh yeah.
I almost had that punch on it.
Yeah.
Guy
They
kept
sold
touching
like
me.
they sold like a 15% alcohol, like a 15% beer or something insane. Like it's basically like just red wine or whatever. At that point.
Boredom came with me. Boredom and I, we went to that brewery.
Totally
What was it called?
wrote
Six
myself
Strings?
up.
Is that what it's called? Six Strings Brewery. And,
That's right. Yeah. It was good.
and
Nice
that guy
spot.
kept
Yeah.
touching me, and I was like, we almost.
That was
punched
weird.
on. Yeah.
And there was that 8. Wasn't there a really strong 8 IPA?
Is that what happened?
Man,
Yeah.
But I kept saying, I kept saying to Tiswell, I was like, don't antagonize the guy. We don't have Mikey and Henry with us.
Yeah. Look at him.
Well,
It
when
was
me,
like,
Mikey and
we're-
Henry were there, we almost got into our own punch on while we were there.
You did.
Remember that one?
Oh, stick
yeah.
them up. Stick them up, son.
Oh, we still haven't
All right,
finished
what's some
that.
questions?
Can
Who's
you
gonna
do
win? Who's
a
gonna be the
shout
winner?
out to
Oh, yeah,
my
well-
6-year-old daughter? Yes, we can. We hope homeschool is going well, and we are sorry that you can't, be with your friends. We wish we were with our friends. Our kids want to be with their friends too. Please come to Mackay. We'd love to. They're going fast here. Out of all the
Hey,
boys-
what's our favorite pub?
Our
Liam
favorite pub.
Palmer, favorite pub.
like in the world?
Mm.
Wow, that's a very political
Yeah, I
question
guess so.
for us, actually.
I'm gonna
I
say
know,
the Brisbane
but I just
Hotel
saw
in
it.
Hobart would probably be
Oh, that's a very good
mine,
one.
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
anyone else we're going to mention is our friends. So Crowbar, of course.
I remember last time I was there, like I actually had like some sort of I don't know, I was upset, like I got sick basically, but, like after the show, we were all at the pub and I was like, I gotta go, and I was walking back to the hotel, and James called me up and he's like, Dustin Dolan's here.
That's no shit.
And I was like, what, man, I'm really sick, I'm gonna straight
Australian
home
hero.
and throw up, are you serious? He's like, yeah, come see. I was like, alright, I'm gonna come back just to see that he's there. So I walked back and he was there, it was true.
Dude, I love the dude, and it was like meeting like a real life
James is not a
leprechaun.
liar. Fully, eh?
Yeah, he was tiny and Irish as shit and wasted.
I'm reading that text messages from people.
Come to where?
Matt Rogers,
James.
don't eat the shrooms, Mikey. Yeah, well, that's your fault.
Definitely don't. Wait, James. James, Michael wants to know what's your favorite Blink album.
Whoa, that is tough. Dude Ranch.
I'm
It would
gonna
be here
say-
for hours.
Yeah. Look, I'll just quickly plow through it. Dude Ranch. Up here we got the Wasting Time EP, dude. We got Dude Ranch on cassette right there. And number 2 is self-titled,
Self-titled.
and number 3 is Neighborhoods.
Yeah,
Check that shit
Very
out.
controversial. However, I was watching the
Yeah.
Urethra Chronicles the
I like
other
that.
day
That's good.
on James's suggestion, actually, and you know what? Like Enema of the State, I remember when it came out because I was already like back when I was about 15. I was already a huge Blink fan, and like when that came out, Blink was on like the covers of like Dolly magazines and stuff. I remember your sister Amelia having like Dolly magazine and reading Blink, like reading about Blink, and I was like, what's that? And she was like, oh, I love Travis, I'm gonna marry him.
She loved Travis. I know.
And I was like, Blink suck. Just because to me, back then, they sold out. But my point of my story is, Enema of the State's a very, very good album. I think it could even be better than Neighborhoods, maybe.
Could be my fourth.
Might be my 3.
Fourth favorite.
I do love
About Blink,
Neighborhoods.
like, yeah,
Neighborhoods is a fantastic
Best.
album. Very underrated.
Self-titled.
Self-titled for Boredom.
Self-titled's amazing.
And Henry.
Damn it.
Damn, it's a great
That's
song.
not an album.
No, I meant damn it. I don't know what song, what album to choose.
Henry's too emo for Blink.
Hey, I'm
Oh,
from
there's
Canada, and you guys are my favorite band. Wow, thank you. I see you guys.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Oh,
it's
so-
gone. It's gone. I saw you guys in New York. Oh, it's gone. Hey, Jazz, we can hear
I
you.
can hear Jazz. Hey, Jazz is on the stream.
It's my wife.
Jazz, woo!
My
Yo,
wife.
Jazz.
You can stick your face in the stream if you
Clear
want.
rules.
Everclear does rule. We were talking about Blink. but-
Shove your noggin in, Jazz.
Are you guys fans of Placebo?
Right.
Sounds of Hungry Ghosts remind me. You know what my
Yeah,
favorite
like,
Placebo album is, though?
I loved Placebo when they were still around. Are they even around
My,
anymore?
my favorite Placebo albums is there an album called Meds? Is that what it's called? And they got this song called Let's Follow the Cops Back Home and Rock Their Houses. Or that's what they sing, and that's fucking cool.
Yeah. I saw Placebo back in 2003 at like one of the early Splendor in the Grasses when it was like very low, like it was like 5,000 cap. And I remember standing like right at the front and watching them.
There you go.
That was when I was a big Placebo fan back in the day. Mostly because of Cruel Intentions.
That was jazz. Oh, chances of us covering Crazy Frog is 0. Here's the next song. It's called Pick It Up Again.
Yeah!
I'm going to talk over this one.
Oh yeah, what were we thinking when we were being told to improvise some lines when we did this? Like we were just driving around and Dan, who's filming this.
Well, Henry loved my conversation about being at the yacht club on the weekend, and so you guys suggested I keep talking about the yacht club, which is a great spot. Get down there. I gotta say, I've just done 20 interviews in the past 3 days, and everyone's question was straight up. You gotta,
3.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Take it easy. We gotta wash our hands now.
Oh, can someone please get this? Thank you, the sanitizer.
Social distancing.
Yeah, I'm getting a sanitizer.
If anyone else is wondering, the production crew behind this little studio setup, they're over like very far away from us, not in the vicinity, because social distancing is incredibly important. In case you didn't know.
Oh, go get a squirt. Gee, it dries quick. But everyone's asked me if this was real. See this guy here on the screen? We met him at the footy club the night before.
Yeah, that's right.
And he said, come to our house. And I was like, yeah, of course we will. And no shit, we rock up and 4 doors in, we knocked on his house, and that is no joke. So that wasn't planned. The main one that's planned is not even being...
I mean, in terms of being planned, it was like, yeah, sure. And then we like bumped into him the next day and he's like, come on.
Yeah, we didn't have his address or anything. So we went to the 16-year-old's birthday party. It hasn't made the video. It's in the behind the scenes. But that was the...
On that note, talking about old mate, what was I can't remember his name, sorry, off the top of my head. I did only meet him the night before we filmed this, but like shout out to East Macrobat Footy Club, which is actually located next to the school.
We got the hat down on the soccer club.
Yeah, we got the hat down here. James is wearing the shorts. He's wearing the shorts in the video because, the night before that, we had a meet up with them at the club just to see if we could do something to help them with, getting kids to join up to the local, everyone needs
I couldn't believe Boredom sung that when we threw him in the deep end, and I was like, what, right here? I just couldn't believe Boredom sung that. By the way, that lady just then, she happens to live across the road from where Boredom rode Vacation Forever, and I'll leave the rest to your imagination.
So, what I was saying before, shout out to East Macrobat Footy Club. We were trying to do a bit of a drive to get kids to join up. Obviously, that's not going on at the moment. But just any local sporting clubs or community sporting clubs who are out there, especially people involved with sports for kids. Like, big ups to all of yous. We really love what you're doing for the communities that you're in, and it means a lot to what you guys contribute to communities, and so just want to give you all a shout out, and we'll all be there back to support you once everything's safe to do.
We're a community focused band, community focused group, and this house right here that you see, Ken, look at him waving to the drone. His wife as well. So even this, whilst Ken knew of us that we were going to rock up and do this, we actually met him from door knocking on the school holidays. Boredom found the house and was like, look, this is the house. Sent us a photo of it. Myself and my daughter went and knocked on his door. I introduced ourselves and said we're in Violent Soho. Well, I just said, we're doing this art project. We're from Mansfield and your house rules. We would love you to be, your house to be on the cover of what we're doing. He was cool with it. And then Henry went back and took the photo. So even Ken's house, it may not seem like it was naturally knocked, maybe not that day, but it was at one point.
We wasn't the original concept for the artwork. I might be wrong, but Luke, when we first met up to talk about it, it was around August last year or something. Was it actually that exact same house that you'd shown in the, like, when you were, like, giving us the treatment for it? It was, hey? Like,
Yeah.
So it's cool
it's
that
the
it
exact
wound
one.
up being the exact house that we used, like, that Ken was cool with it and stuff, because it's just perfect. Right?
Wait, it speaks volumes of Boredom's mind and Henry's mind as well. So we can't put it up now, but you got to see Boredom's, view of the house compared to Henry's. Henry's actually quite optimistic, although he pretends he's not. Oh, you got to go get some fucking
Hand wash. Oh, because we did the hands in before,
Yeah,
right?
I did mine.
That's a good point. Where is it? Where
Hey, you guys going?
Yeah, I think we might not be good on YouTube.
Yeah, well, I think we're still good on
streams?
Facebook though.
Is the
Still good on
stream down?
We're good
Facebook.
on Facebook.
Oh,
Still
no.
good on Facebook.
I think because our music policy, an automatic policy thing came up. I think.
Oh, we're getting, like,
I can't
stitched up
see.
for our own copyright
Hey,
stuff.
YouTube, trust us.
Yeah.
We own it.
YouTube, like,
Yeah,
I love YouTube,
got
but,
this
like,
one,
it's
man.
getting, like, fascism tube a little bit, you
They,
know?
they
Like,
saw us on
we
video.
have to
and it's
talk
like,
over the,
Fascist tube.
we have to talk over the song just to, like, break it up so it doesn't seem like we're stealing our own copyright material.
they looked at us
Maybe it
and
was ASIO. I reckon ASIO.
I
stepped
knew you guys replaced all my parts. You bastards.
they looked at us and was like, no way those two sitting on the couch are playing that. You know what they probably did was like, we'll cut him off until that drummer goes and gets his hand sanitizer. Wait, they got it. It's right there.
yes.
They got it there. You may as well. What's the next song? Why Mikey's gone?
Canada, I believe.
Anyone want to
man,
say anything,
what
or do we
a
just
shame.
do it?
Just
Let's
do it.
Just do it. It's
How
so
good's
good.
Canada?
Hope you
And a
guys
shout
like
out to anyone
this,
from Canada.
Huge shout out to Canada, Montreal, big time. Love that joint.
Unreal, Montreal.
Anyone, shout out to anyone who's feeling like the pH levels on their hands being all messed up at the moment too. Shout out to pH levels. All this soap.
I believe we're back on YouTube.
Oh, we back.
Yeah.
Anyone see my big ass walk past them before? If you sit down to play your instrument, welcome to the good life, I tell you what. Have you ever, I've seen Questlove in real life, it's real.
Big fella. Alright, I'll try and read something.
Any cool factoids about this record? I played this song left-handed. And then the chorus I play right-handed. Verse is left and chorus is right.
Same.
Something to try and work out, kids. Doesn't take bloody.
Same.
It
I
takes
play
a long time to get that good.
I play the verse like this, and then the chorus kicks in. I'm just like, fucking boom.
Yeah, I noticed that actually. It's like, cause like there's like a strange sonic dynamic change in the record. So it's
Valley.
left hand,
My big ball.
and then you can do these little cheeky little fills in. Any hopeful drummers out there? See, and you can swing in. It's
You know what?
It looks cool. It's more about it looks cool. Sounds like I'm playing right-handed.
Hey, huge shout out to all my friends that have texted saying YouTube says it's cancelled because of policy. Keep us informed. I'll try and read some. Bloody Rupert, Effort Boys, Nando's for life. Hey.
James.
Stone
James.
and Wood as the
James.
drink. Nando's
Oi,
is the
James.
food. What?
Oi, James!
Oi, mate. Have you ever imagined Yates with a mustache as a kid?
Did you just
Dude, you know what's so funny? I can't imagine Yates without a mustache. So
Yeah.
as a kid, I presume that's what he looked like.
I've never even tried to imagine Yates without a mustache.
Hey, that's our manager, by the way, looking to manage heaps of bands. So
Shout out to our manager Yates. He's got a clean bill of clients. Just us, and that's it.
if you want to be popular, just get Yates to do it.
After this, he's got no clients.
Enjoying a wine with you, thank you. What's your favorite Bronco? The Pearl, mate.
What's your favorite Bronco?
Right there, the Pearl.
What? Like, I'd probably say, who is your favorite Bronco?
What is?
Of which era?
Not
of
Darius
ever?
Boyd.
For me, it's got to be Lockie.
Wally.
It's Lockyer for me.
Tidswell's
ever.
got a silver beard. It's weird, eh? I didn't know that was going to happen. I just grew it and it was silver.
Life has many surprises, mate. I got a little bit of silver going on here. Like, a little
James,
bit.
how long has your beard been growing? Honestly, a week and a half.
But yeah, what is your favourite Bronco?
It's like Homer.
Or who?
Did I grew this beard right because like a huge one when Hungry Ghost came out because
Top 5 Broncos.
it's too expensive to shave. Like when you grow like a beard in a day, you just can't keep up. So I grew this beard, and then all of a sudden, all these people have these huge beards, and they look like they're voting Liberal as far as I could tell. And craft beer came in, and these beards and these cool looking tattoos, and so I just had to shave it. I was out, but let me tell you, now that the beards aren't fashionable, mate, I'll let it grow again, save some dollars.
Big difference between James and I in like the beard department. So like James has been growing a beard for a week. 2 weeks.
Two weeks
I've
I've
been
been in
growing a
isolation.
beard for 15 months, right? And like you're gonna be as long as me, so like my beard is just like I never tried, so I know like my facial hair grows really slow. It's like a Methuselah tree. If
It is an isolation beard. Silver looks good. Thanks, man. I don't have a
any
choice.
sort of a Mo vibe going
I'm not
on.
really
Look
one of
at
those
you.
people
Well,
that
look
could.
at that. This is piss week.
I'm not
This
really
area.
one of those people that could dye their face because there's too many colors in the thing. I watched Bad Boys 3, and he teased Will Smith about dyeing his goatee.
I love
thought-
how James, I love how you've got like. I know it's a bit silvery, but it is also very red. Bit of a red beard, pirate vibe.
Dude, someone told me straight away I have so much red in my beard that it's going to go grey because the first hairs to go grey are the red ones.
Your hair's getting a bit blonde too, mate.
Nah, that's...
It's interesting watching your mates grow old. You know, we all change a little bit here. Like I look exactly like I did when I was 20.
Are you guys still doing Splendor in October? Dude, if Splendor's going ahead in October, we'll see you there. Tell us about jail, Mikey.
Man, we're getting
Tell us about well, I don't know. I've never been in full.
How was it,
Tell us,
dude?
man.
I don't know about like full jail. Like, I guess what's jail? Jail is like where you go when you're being held before you do go to prison. So I guess I've never been to prison.
Wait,
But,
Mikey once
have
went
been
to...
to jail.
I gotta say
mean, my
this.
mum is watching, so I don't know if I should.
Mikey once went to jail for punching a security guard in the nuts
But it wasn't on purpose.
during Big Sound
It
because
wasn't on purpose.
they tried to kick him out of a venue during
the
Big
dude
Sound and he punched him in the
dude
nuts.
Bloody almost broke my arm, man.
Dude,
And
you
the
punched
next-
a security guard in the nuts.
That's
It's
'cause
awesome.
he threw me on the ground, right? He was
Solid
standing
uppercut,
over me.
solid uppercut.
This dude, he threw me on the ground. He's standing over me, so I was just trying to protect myself, right? Wasn't a very good move, but
Nuts hanging over his head.
And then,
Mike is like, I'll
then
punch him.
the next day, right? See, like,
Up
I
goes the
was,
weasel.
the next day.
In prison.
I had like people from like different press like contacting me, even mates that I know who like write for different like magazines and stuff who are fairly like
Dan Condon, the music.
Dan Condon was one of those people. Steve Bell as well. But they've been like, oh, can you just tell us what happened? I'm like, what do you want to know, mate? Like, and then I had like Yates as well, that little kid on the screen from before. He was calling me up, being like, oh, they really want to know the story, what happened.
I punched him in the nuts.
Because like he's just getting harassed to say what happened. I'm just like, mate, like I don't really want the story to come out, to be honest. But I just said to him, I was like, tell them about that album I recorded with Jay Massis last week that they don't give a fuck about, because like that's actually something I did too.
And then literally around that time we released Tinderbox and Neighbor Neighbor. So that's that.
And I've never been angry drunk since.
Oh,
I think,
even then.
like,
Play
you
some
grow
Bikini
up
Kill.
and you're
Steve
like-
Jackson's on here.
Steven Jackson? I got Stephen Lee saying
Except
play
for that
some
one
Bikini
time,
Kill.
Henry.
He goes, I said I saw you. He saw us at Woodridge Skate Park in 2003. That is old.
That's sick.
Well,
That's
That was a
so
good gig.
sick.
That's
And,
when Tinsel
maybe
built the drum kit on the
whoa.
back.
We were called
fell
Showroom
over.
back then.
Fell over. Yeah, I bombed it. Stephen Lee plays some Bikini Kill. We're going to continue with our album, but let's just say that collectively, the singles version of Rebel Girl is the greatest recording and production of all time for punk rock. This next song is called Shelf Life. Here's some shelves.
Be my friend. Be my
This song's about how
headlight,
Luke
got
didn't go to
my fall.
schoolies because he wanted to get all the shifts at Coles.
I got no
Hold my
border.
hand. Be my
Oh, where's Boredom
Walkman,
gone?
be
He's there, but I
my
can't hear him.
song.
That's a way better explanation.
I remember you're like, I'm not going to school. You know how many shits I'm going to get? Awesome. I was like, oh, dude, I'm down with that for sure. Really.
Dude, I finished school on the Friday. I finished school on the Friday and started work full time on the Monday. I didn't go to schoolies. I went there for Friday and Saturday night.
I went to schoolies and got free accommodation for doing Red Frogs up in Early Beach.
Mikey, the post-prison Mike, once did.
So like me and my best mate
Red
Phil,
Frogs.
right? Like we got put in this motel up in Early Beach to be the chaplains. Like so we had like all unlimited Red Frogs or whatever. But it was like if there's any like trouble that emerges over the week, like you guys need to go and like help it out or whatever. So like there was like these psycho Northern Queensland dudes ready to kill each other, like shit-faced or whatever, getting into fights all the time. And me and Phil are just walking up being like, here, have some Red Frogs. Like, and you know, like, don't beat each other up. And actually, like, we diffused a lot of situations with those frogs. So, you know, good on you, Red Frogs,
Dude.
organisation.
Answering a question, Big Sound, sorry for being so awkward when I met you, Luke. Dude, we're sorry, we're always awkward when you meet us. Who is the oldest? Me, by a couple of years, I think. Are you still playing any video games currently? Hey, can I answer that question by doing this? Do we play video games?
Anyone got one of these?
Man, I keep the Nintendo Skype.
Yeah.
Nintendo Scope. It's the Scope 6.
The Skype?
The
Look at
Scope
this.
6.
Look at this. Do we still play video games? Mate, we're still playing the ones we got for Christmas when we were 12.
How sick is that? That looks. Actually, can you actually pull that out? Yeah, let's pull it. Look
Let's
at
do
this
an
thing,
unboxing.
man. Look
Let's do an
at-
unboxing.
Look at this thing, man. Like,
Yeah,
oh
unboxing,
my
man.
God,
Yeah, we're
look
on
at how
YouTube.
cool this shit is.
Got the
like,
game.
What do you do? Like, hold it like that? Like it goes
Yeah,
on your
that's it.
shoulder.
It's like a bazooka.
Yeah, it's like,
Let's go.
Yeah, it's like a bazooka.
Oh, here's the scope. It's called a scope.
And the scope,
Look how
yeah.
sick this is, man.
Yeah, so you can
How
play
much did
sniper.
these used to
So
cost,
sick.
like, at World for Kids back in the day?
They're
How
like
do you put this on?
$150, I think.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
150.
yeah. I can't figure out how to.
That's
connect
like so
the
much
scope.
money back then.
I
That's
know,
so
man.
much money.
I think it's worth more now.
Yeah.
Well, back
Hey.
in 1993, $150
favorite-
was like $200,000.
Favorite game on N64 is definitely GoldenEye.
How do you chuck the scope on? Do you know, James?
Have you
tried-
ever considered coming to Mexico? Yes, obviously.
Yes. Absolutely.
It's just, like,
Absolutely.
I've
Remember
considered
when,
it.
remember when we got we went to we were like
close.
right on the border of Mexico
El
and we got
El
that
Paso.
breakfast. Yeah, El Paso. And we were with was it Jim Ward?
oh, Jim
Jim
Ward,
Ward-
we
Jim
went
Ward
to
took us to
El
breakfast.
Paso,
Yeah.
El Paso, Texas, wasn't it? And
We've been right on the border of El Paso.
and we,
yeah.
oh,
And,
dude,
what's-
do you remember
what's-
me? We probably shouldn't talk about
Oh
it.
man, yeah.
I just realized.
But the burritos.
We went to the place the next
burritos
morning,
at that
yeah.
place.
Yeah, that's an awesome story.
Nothing I can talk about is fit for TV.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Don't
YouTube's
incriminate
easy.
yourself.
Yeah, then so we played a show in El Paso with like the Sick Puppies or whomever it was, and like our tour manager was this like coolest dude. Well, he thought he was, but he had like some cool stories about people that he knew. He knew a lot of cool people. Nah, shout out Newmeyer, you know, mate, good guy. Good
Definitely
guy.
watching.
Miss ya. He's totally
Edge,
watching. He's
Edge.
totally watching.
Oh, you might.
Yeah, Newmeyer, miss ya.
Love you, mate.
Yeah, so he like that was a funny ass night too, because I remember you met the guy from the Rembrandts, that band that wrote the theme song for Friends. as
Friends.
well, that same night.
Dude.
And he came up to you and was like, "Hey man,
Yes.
oh your band's
Do you remember
really
this,
cool."
Bottom?
He came up to you.
And this is no shit, right? The weirdest thing was this was the second person I had ever met in a feathered coat from head to toe, and the only other person that I'd ever met was Craig Nichols from the Vines that wore a feathered coat from head to toe, and he's like, "Oh, I play in Remembrance and love your band," and we chatted for a while.
The Rembrandts.
Rembrandts, is that?
Yeah, the Rembrandts. Yeah.
Rembrandts.
Rembrandts. It's like, you know, the painter. You know the painter? You familiar?
Oh my god.
Big time. And And check this out. We're halfway through the conversation, and I'm standing there with a 7-inch, which I'm trying to sell him in bloody bumfuck nowhere. We sold it to kids, and they were asking how do we play it on the car on the way home. We're like, it's a record, like, and they're like, but how does it go in? This is no shit. And anyway, I'm talking to him. I'm midway through, and then I realize he doesn't like our band. He likes whoever we're playing with. He wasn't even talking.
Yeah, he thought we were the other support band.
Was it
for
Sick Puppies?
Sick Puppies was the band, like, it was their show, but there was
Dude,
this other
we played with Sick Puppies
support
in
band.
bumfuck
They were
nowhere.
like doing Led Zeppelin covers. They were ripping. I can't remember what they were called, but they were like.
We
Yeah,
played.
the guy did the solo. The guy did the solo with the.
They
boot
were
and stuff.
unbelievable.
That's right.
Like,
We-
doing,
but
like,
we-
full Led Zeppelin covers, like really good.
We
ones.
played in the middle of nowhere in America. I don't even know, with the Sick Puppies, and
It was El Paso.
and every day we called
Oh,
our
man.
manager and said, "You gotta get us off this tour."
I remember the singer
Every
of Sick
day.
Puppies, and he was like, after we, because like, you know, Sick
Nah,
Puppies is
man.
a piece of shit. But, you know, like, after Sick Puppies, like, sorry to any Sick Puppies fans out there. But
If you're watching, tune out, turn it off. You're not gonna like the rest of the
But
song.
yeah, like, so we were playing these shows with Sick Puppies, and then, like, the singer would be like, how come you guys leave every night after your set? Like, you never hang out. And we were just like, oh, yeah, we just got to, you know, get an early start on the road for the next day. Like, meanwhile, we're just, like, going and getting, like, dollar menu McDonald's and being like, fuck, the Sick Puppies are shit.
Dude, he used to stand out the back of the venue
I remember.
to do a signing and be like, shush the crowd as they
Yeah.
came up to him.
Oh
Like,
yeah, and he talked in an American accent.
And they never
but
talked
then
to us.
But on stage, he pretended that he was Aussie, as like, you know, he's
The
from
Emma chick was pretty cool.
After,
good bass player. I mean, like, as
Yeah,
a
yeah,
musician,
after, like, 30
unbelievable
shows.
musicians, a whole lot of them, but yeah, just you know.
I just remember after 30 shows, we still hadn't spoken more than a sentence to each other. We just
Really
both
is
knew.
down the
It was
we all
just
knew
like
we weren't into each other's band.
All that they'd said was, "How come you guys always don't watch us play?"
Hey, do you know what my favorite thing about the Do you know what my favorite thing about the Sick Puppies are? They're still a band, just without their lead singer.
Oh, they kicked out the lead singer. That guy was such a dick.
How rad is that?
What's that meant to mean?
Well, the bass
Not
player
you,
was
dude.
rad.
Not you, dude. Like,
I
imagine
know.
if you were
Social
that
distancing.
guy.
I know.
Imagine-
Social distancing. Social
Wait a
distancing.
second.
Oh,
Wait a second.
Sadie.
We got a
She's-
guest. We got a visitor.
She's your kid. This is Maisie. Hey,
This
Maisie,
is,
you got a message
Hi.
for the
Say hi-
crowd?
Say hi to the world.
This
Yes,
is how we
I don't
treat
know.
our children. Like, don't hug me. Social distancing. Nah.
Social distancing.
Hey, that brings us to the end of.
The world's coming down.
Oh, that brings us to the end of side A. And one of our favorite things about this record is it's a two-sided record. It's literally 1 to 5.
Flip it over.
1 to 5. Flip it over, the whole album starts again. It's another EP. Album in full if you have the CD, but
I'm stoked. I like not many records. Like, and objectively, I'm like the second, the B side of the LP. I like just as much as the A side of the LP.
Same, starts again with
Yeah.
one of our favorite songs like from it. This one's called Slow Down Sonic. Slide guitar played by moi.
This thing, man, like this thing here. If you like, this is ridiculous, man. Like what it's trying to. Look at this little button here. Yeah, I know, and it's got this little like point. And like, just imagine using this with like a 16-bit video game. Like, that's like, so it's got like a sensor on it, right? And that shows up on the screen.
It does. I just started. I forgot we were supposed to answer questions.
Oh yeah.
What did you guys run through in the guitar tracks on the album? Isn't that NXS, AC/DC, and the Angels? What were your first cars? Mate.
Just the first one car, like first cars, James.
I restored a VH Holden to such flawless condition, it was put in the showroom in Motorama Springwood because it was flawless. And my now wife smashed it up. Now, I fell asleep on the M1 coming back from surfing the Gold Coast and drove off the freeway.
Is that why you married her?
Terrible story, to be honest. But I'm alive. This song's bad.
Valiant.
Hey, like, thanks everyone. A lot of people saying they really like this song, which is really cool. Thanks everyone. Glad you, if you like this song. If you like this song, give us a comment.
Like and subscribe below.
Yeah, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Your car is amazing now. Thank you. VL. Yeah, I'm a big fan of him. Will you play another gig at Mansfield Tavern? Honestly, it's probably the most important place we'll try and do another show if we get to. It seems hard to do a show.
Yeah, anyone who gets a chance to go to the Mansfield Tavern, the actual their menu is themed like Violent Soho themed, in fact. So,
what was your inspiration for the Brocky book on the wall? Wow, right there, mate. Can we get a?
oh, that's good.
Mate,
good
let
eye.
me
That's
show
actually
you.
fun. Whoa, there's some weird feedback going through my ears.
That almost sounded as good as
I
the
don't wanna-
feedback from your
I didn't-
original roll.
Yeah,
Little combo amp.
I wasn't planning on going deaf whilst social distancing. Yeah, we gotta fix the flag here. Fix the flag up. The Isaiah Mitchell hanging out with Jesus here. Isaiah Mitchell.
About Alkin.
I'll try and drop it here. Yeah, there. So 05. I got 05 on one end here. Can't see it. 05. So going back there. Go back.
I'm going to chord rank.
Here. 05. '05 on one ear. HSV on the other. So what's the inspiration? Mate, one of Australia's greatest sportsmen, Peter Brock.
Henry, what are you doing? Henry, that is inappropriate.
Do you remember buying that shirt, Luke? I don't.
Yeah, I remember. Remember, we recorded our first album, and we all went to Macca's for a dinner break, and we were getting eyed out really bad. It was somewhere in the suburbs of Melbourne, and I was wearing this Rap Sucks shirt, and we had to leave Macca's because all these dudes were going to beat us up.
Oh, Dad.
Hey, rap doesn't suck, man. Rap doesn't suck.
I still think it's one of the
Are you
funniest
dissing
shirts.
rap?
It's still one of the funniest shirts ever.
I still got it.
It's
I still
beautiful.
got
It's
it.
beautiful.
It just doesn't fit me anymore. But it's
Oh,
somewhere.
come on.
I think.
You could squeeze into it. Look at it. It's beautiful. Rap sex.
If everyone wants to see
Keep an
some
eye on
lovely
the
man
05
boobs.
with Brocky. Yeah, that's it. Boredom.
Yeah.
What kind of guitar is that?
Yeah.
That
It is what?
it comes
The
from
one next to you.
Jack Ansbury. Boredom. What kind of guitar is that you're holding upside down? Is that like just a generic telly body with a Fender neck?
That's my
stapled
old.
together?
That's my old. Yeah. That's the original. What we call the Tim Telly Mongrel. So he hand built me this wonderful guitar. It's just in storage now because I didn't want to, a lot of memories. First decade of our band, if not longer, I played into with that guitar. It actually got lost at one point. At one time, it got stolen from the Annandale. I went to America, I had a backup version, and when I came back to Australia, another band, the Red Sun Band, I forget her name,
Sarah.
but she
Sarah.
rang Henry.
Sarah.
She
Sarah.
saw it. Was it Sarah or was
Great
it the other
band.
guy in the band?
Great
It was Sarah. She
Oh,
worked
those
at the
two
rehearsal
girls.
room.
Yeah, and she saw it at a rehearsal room and then called Henry and said, "Oi, I think I know that guitar," and then shipped it back up to Brisbane.
That's
It was
right.
mental.
I think she
Years
actually
later.
told Luke. I think she actually told Luke from High Test. I think it was actually Luke.
and she's like,
She
"Hey,
told Luke from
I
High
saw this Tim's guitar, and there's only one of them around." So yeah, that's now safely tucked away. But now I just use these Japanese, made in Japan tellies, and then I got some new ones, but I still put the same pickup in there. I still put that pickup. It's a P90 Braille from a dude in Adelaide. This guy
This
hand
one.
winds all
This
his
one,
pickups. That one right there, just where
This one,
Henry's
yeah, this
pointing.
one. Yeah, this one right here.
And yeah, this guy from Adelaide just makes the best. I just pretty much order 4 a year and just keep swapping them out.
Hey,
And,
hey,
there
Boredom,
was-
here's a question. Where'd you get that ripping Brisbane Bears lid from, or cap in non-rap term?
Oh, well, that was a gift from my good friend James Tidswell.
Oh, birthday present, was
You
it?
know what? Here it is. Yeah, a little
And-
something.
And you know what? That's
cool.
My brother-in-law sells that stuff on Instagram. Happy
my-
Valley Throwbacks.
Ah,
Jump
My
on
favourite
there.
sports team.
And I just saw one there that said,
James gets a cut.
talk about.
There we go.
I don't know if there's much money in anything anymore, but talk about Razor, well, the original punk rock band from Mount Gravatt. We
Razor.
covered them.
Oh,
Whoa.
who asked that question?
Absolutely.
My favorite, read Pigs and TV if you want more education on Brisbane punk rock, written by Andrew Stafford. It's
Razor
very important.
Task
Pig
Force.
City.
Yes,
did
Razor
I say?
Task Force.
You said Pigs and TV.
Yes.
Pigs and TV's
You can't
album.
read that. Take you 2 seconds. You
Nah.
just read it. You go Pigs and TV.
Listen to Pigs and TV and no,
Don't listen to
no,
Pigs
don't.
and TV.
No.
It is on YouTube.
Don't.
I heard it the other day. Just
And what's
spin
my
out.
favorite guitar? Look, to be honest, I love Explorers.
Oh,
They're
it's got a bloody
they're
hair in
like,
it.
you know, I love Explorers. I love
It's got a
Metallica.
fucking hair in it.
What are you
Wow.
doing?
Can you believe that? Why is that bloody hair on my pizza? There's a hair on my pizza. Can you believe that?
Oh, you
There's a bit of
pussycat.
avocado on there.
Say hello.
Are you gonna eat
Hello,
that?
Darcy.
Yeah, I wanted to have Barkley in the feed, but
This is my child.
what's her name?
Cats are
Oh,
Luke's cat is so cute.
Darcy.
Love
what a
cats.
cute cat. What a cute
My
cat.
Joshi.
Is Sonic the first ever VS sung with slide guitar? No. In fact, on the self-titled album, we had heaps of slide guitars. Son of Sam, Narrow Ways. What else bought them? I mean, Sleepy's got it as well.
Narrowways was the first.
The first proper
Yeah.
that,
How
that
long
we
did it
leaned
take
on.
to nail
Yeah.
those takes?
Well, we
I think
didn't we
so.
didn't nail it, so that's why we don't play it.
Infinity. It's still not
Yeah.
finished.
And it took a few years for us to come back around to slide guitar.
It sure did.
We realized how much it sucks to try and play in the middle of a sweaty set.
Shout out to
Getting
Gil
My-
Norton
my-
who produced that record, but you did gaslight the hell out of our guitarist.
Hey, surely you can afford a better pizza than that, Henry. Hey, that brings me to my next point. We got 300 blue
Hey, it's a vegan.
vinyls.
It's a vegan Domino.
We got
It's vegan
300 blue
Domino's. What do you want
vinyls.
from me?
Help us
Good.
buy a
It's really
better
good.
pizza than what Henry's eating.
Yeah, that's right. It's not my fault. Buy the blue vinyl, then I'll get the gourmet shit. I'll be
People
like,
think
when
we're
you bring
popular
back
all over the
Slippery
world,
Tongue.
but it's not the case.
Hey,
It's
bottom.
just in Australia.
Slippery Tongue's
Wow.
got slide.
Slippery
doesn't it?
Tongue.
Doesn't that have slide in it? Son of Sam.
Oh,
too.
you know what? Yeah, Son of Sam does,
Yeah.
and I think Slippery Tongue does. Yeah, because it goes near in the
He
in the
does
bridges.
do that.
I remember Gil kept saying it sounds like racing cars.
Oh, yeah.
Or was that
Formula
what you-
One,
I
it
don't know.
does.
Yeah, it goes. Wee, 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 wee.
Hey, Narrowways is
Yeah.
sick. Please play Narrowways live. You know what? We did at Mansfield Tavern last time we were there. We played
did.
self-titled in full. But, you know, we'll see how we go as we get. Alex wants you to shout out some Brisbane bands. Is that what it says? Brisbane bands people?
Some
Well-
Brisbane bands people.
Yeah.
You won't know. Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Brisbane
well,
bands
you
people
won't
that
know.
who we don't know.
well, you don't know? Like maybe
Oh.
Concrete Surfers.
Oh, yeah, Concrete Surfers.
Yeah,
Wearing their
Void.
rip him.
I mean, there's just there's tons. Where do we go? I mean,
There's heaps. How many of them have got rap in their
Oh.
music? Like, not many.
well, I guess our biggest problem is we think that everyone knows, you know, a lot of bands. Like
Go to our
Sweater
MySpace
Curse
page and
with-
see who our top 8 friends are on there.
Yeah, nice one.
It's still the same bands like
Yeah.
Dig Nasty, Eat Laser Scumbag, The Sips. I mean,
Wax.
you know who you are. You know.
Well, this next song's called "Lying on the Floor," and it was
Wax.
it was originally what we thought we were going to announce and
People
launch.
probably don't know them.
I got a wax
What?
tattoo.
Announce and launch the album with.
Cameraman.
And we thought we were going to do it on Danos Direct, which is part of what you're seeing here. We thought, you know, we're going to, you know, sell CDs on there or whatever. But anyway, this song's called "Lying on the Floor." Should we play it? It's done by Mike as well, from Melbourne.
Ledge. Good bloke.
This
Jai
was a good
Sparks
day.
just joined.
We got to so we actually filmed this in ABC Studios in Melbourne. And actually, interestingly enough, if you're in that studio, it's like you get no phone reception. Hey, Jazz. But anyway, so we're in the green room, and it's like the green room at ABC Studios in Melbourne is shared apparently by all the celebrities. Violent Soho, anyone else who's there that's famous gets to use
Who was the
exact
lady
same-
that they kept asking?
Rachel Griffith. So this sort of
I don't know
guess
who she is.
somebody who's like you know, an intern at ABC or something
Getting a
came
beer.
through and goes to James. Have you seen Rachel Griffith?
Yeah, I was like, dude, I didn't even know Rachel Griffith is. And then they were like, she's been in the TV shows or something.
She's famous. She's quite famous.
Yeah, she's quite famous. And they left, and so I looked her up, and then when it came back in, I was like, hey, I remember that chick you're talking about. She's from Blow. Which I just presume she must have.
She's in Blow. Tim O'Keefe. Shout out Tim O'Keefe. Did a lot of. He did the Calypso video and a lot of other stuff with us. That's his favourite movie.
I'm pretty stoked on this video, by the way. And like part of it was trying to do something that was like showing how natural our approach is to releasing music. And yeah, we couldn't do it on Dennis Direct, obviously, but we did our best. You know, look at Henry singing along.
One thing I love about the editing on this video, it's like you can tell that it wasn't just like a single take because there's just too many like camera angles. But that sort of like trips it out a little bit, like it makes it seem a little bit surreal. Or I think what we went with this video and even the song is it's a little bit kitschy. Like, what tuning is this written in? It's a major tuning, right?
D.
Sorry?
I'm pretty sure it's C.
Oh, it is. Is this a drop D tuning? Could put my money on that. Luke, can you tell me?
Pretty sure.
Oh, it is?
Sure.
It just sounds like, what's the tuning for this song? The tuning.
Wait, here's the question. Check this out. What guitar effects were you using in the Bridge and Eightfold? Dude, I don't even remember making that song. But
I think there's a tremolo. I think there's a tremolo on the lead somewhere. I can't remember. Eightfold.
What track did we have the most fun recording? We'll go round. My favorite was actually Pity Jar. That was my favorite song to record.
Yeah, that's a favorite. I like that.
That was real fun. That was real fun.
It would be. I was really stoked with how Slow Down Sonic turned out, even though the drums are super like understated. But I guess like Vacation Forever was a really fun one and easy. Like, you know, the more busy drumming tracks are often funner, I guess, to record when it comes out good.
Boredom? What's your favourite song to record?
I think my favourite would have been doing my favourite one to record. I had most fun recording Pick It Up Again and Canada. Yeah, those two. They were fun.
Well, you got
I know, the whole record was great. There, Pick It Up Again, Canada, Slow Down. Those three. They were heaps fun recording.
What do you got, Henry?
I think Easy. I think Easy was the funnest one for me to record. That riff's just so fun to play.
Oh, Tidswell, do you guys like AFI?
Definitely.
Do I like AFI?
Yes.
Dude, you don't even want to get me started.
Yes.
I even love that album. Or is it called Love Crash?
Tidwell used to like burn like AFI CDs and then go to Sanity and steal the covers out of CD cases, and then so it was like he actually.
Dude,
it was a way around. It wasn't stealing. It was a way around buying it.
When I was 17 in 1999, my best mate had a AFI sticker on the back of his car, Robbie Smith. Shout out. Not actually from The Cure, but hey,
burning CDs was the old, like what people used to do instead of listening to like YouTube and stuff for songs, I guess.
Before streaming services made it legal to steal music,
don't want to say anything too negative about
yeah, I
streaming
know it's
services.
hard. Where did I see that? Oh, someone said, "Aren't they all in drop D?" No, they are not. Some are in C sharp. Some are in
yeah,
E.
that's what I was like. The reason I was
in
saying
E.
it is because for me, like lying on the floor, it has like this real poppy element to it, where it's almost like rhythmically and dynamically, it reminds me of like a Nirvana song, but they don't have any songs that is that happy, so it's kind of like kitschy in a way, like which I like.
Favorite Smashing Pumpkins album?
Oh, mate. It's a very good one, but Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness
good
is
question.
also a very good
Hey,
record.
we got the box set
that's
of
my
singles
favorite.
up behind you there as well.
From start to
You know
finish,
what?
Simon's
I actually-
great. Amazing.
What's yours?
The Siamese
I actually
Dream is
like-
epic.
Yeah, those definitely for the winning the rest record. But I actually think the opening track to Oceana is fucking awesome. If you've ever heard that record, like from 2010 or something,
It is
that's
pretty
awesome.
good.
Dude,
That was the last one
I'll
I
have to go back and have a listen. to
No,
it.
listen.
Yeah, well-
because you know how you just don't listen to the latest Pumpkins records?
Yeah,
But
dude,
that
I
song,
was shouting
that
out
opening
Neighborhoods
song.
by Blink. Yeah, I'm with you. I love it.
No, that was actually like that one. That was their return record. Like it was actually not too bad.
First song.
That one, yeah, when they first came back
Yeah.
I saw the box set. Will you ever cover a Nirvana song? We did, and we played it at Splendor in the
did.
Grass. We played
And you can
Breed.
see it on YouTube.
Did we?
That one's for you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's a
It's on
Breed.
YouTube.
Yeah, we played Breed. Yep.
And you know what? We did it, and we played it at Splendor in the Grass, probably at our biggest show ever. And the reason why we did it is because we had 15 years of critics saying that we were, ripping off Nirvana. And you know what? We love Nirvana. We just know that it's impossible to, be Nirvana. So it was like we ain't ripping them off. We just grew up listening to them like we did any other band. So as soon as we got popular enough to, stick the knife into them, we did. And played Breed, look it up on YouTube. We actually played it pretty good, if I do say so myself.
I was absolutely shitting
And
myself.
guess who produced that recording live to Triple J?
Greg Wales.
Oh, who? I haven't heard of him before.
Walesy!
How good that
Legend.
Greg's name is on the cover art for the record. I love
Oh, dude, this is the respect we have for the people that we work with. Put it bang right on the front cover. You don't have to go digging. I'm just going to quickly plow through a few and then we'll go back. The time that you tried to do the whole Nirvana set at the Troubadour.
Was that Jeff Hahn who wrote that?
Tried is a great way to put it.
That was a disaster.
Did not see that coming.
Man.
Well, okay, so
Who
again, this is around 2007, 2008, is it? At the moment, the Australian
You
music...
let me know.
Yeah, be generous to yourself. It was 2007.
So we got back from America.
It was 2011. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
I thought it was
We
pre
just-
We Don't Belong Here.
No. It was when
Or
we
just after.
No, it was we had been to America.
It was like
and
the
we got
first
back
show
from
that we
America.
done
I think it was pretty
when we
sure.
moved back to America
No
from America. It
way.
was the first show we did, and
It was, man, it
supporting-
was,
It
for
was
real.
the Vegas Kings. It
So
was
just
supporting Vegas
so you guys know though,
was Pete's
venue
birthday.
this venue is now called Black Bear Lodge.
It was
and
Pete-
our friend Pete played in a band called Vegas Kings and he really
Pete,
wanted us to
yeah.
play. And we
It
said
was his birthday.
yeah, we were getting a little more
It was
popular,
his birthday,
so we weren't supposed to just be opening all the time. And
No. It was Vegas Kings' last ever show, right?
and it's his
That's
birthday,
right. Yeah, that's right.
because
That's
he
right.
asked us to play My Pal.
And we were like, no, we only do
My
Nirvana
Pal was
covers.
his birthday.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
the
My
reason why
Pal
we
was
did
his
My Pal is the
birthday.
same guy.
Pete
But
used to
anyway,
hit us up for a lot of favors to do shows.
well, he wanted us to play, and we just were so pissed off with the Australian, music press always calling us Nirvana. We're like, you know what? Let's play this show and do nothing but Nirvana songs. And I wore my pajamas, and let me tell you, we destroyed those songs. And I'm not talking in a good way. We got up and just
Everyone, it was good because
Roller.
everyone was like, "Oh my god, that guy's wearing his pajamas."
We opened
but
with-
he's not in his bed.
We opened with Aneurysm.
What the heck? Yeah, man, I was actually pretty stoked. But I remember, I took the time to learn all the songs.
I didn't.
And then when we went in to do it, and I was like, the rest of the boys didn't take the time. Damn it.
That's still the
Super
problem.
disappointed.
What's your favorite Soundgarden album? Whoa. Well, our Soundgarden story is, rather than the
R.I.P.
album, is we played Lollapalooza for their reunion.
That was awesome.
That was like a
show.
big
It
deal.
was their first
hey.
show back. Yeah.
Yeah, it was their first show
2010 Lollapalooza.
They hadn't, and
they headlined.
Soundgarden hadn't even done a show in years, and it was like their first show back. And I remember the whole
Been over a decade.
Lollapalooza. It was beautiful weather, lovely, lovely time. And then just as Soundgarden went on to play, it hit fucking 35 degrees. It was crazy humid.
Green Day,
And they
Lady
just-
Gaga, Against Me, by the way. This is
Oh,
this
yeah, it's Lollapalooza, right.
Hey, I did, yeah, that's a beautiful story.
Oh, no, I didn't get to finish.
Oh, well, keep telling it.
And
Everyone's
then Soundgarden
riveted.
played their show.
And how did it go, Michael? I left.
It was good. It was good.
Well, there you go.
When we played at Lollapalooza, you remember when we put the hat out to the crowd for Tides, and
took a
and
tide for the offering.
everyone gave us 10% of their bud.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
asked
yeah.
for 10% of their weed, not their money. It's like Hillsong, but if Cypress Hill was Brian Houston.
Oh yeah, and after there's a rad video on YouTube of us doing Scrape It at we closed the set off with that at that show.
Yeah, you can look
and,
that up on
this
YouTube.
dude goes and just at the end of it, there's this one dude watching it, and you can hear him over the video, and he's going, "Fuck yeah, that rocks, that rock." Well, hey,
Bringing the hat.
And then we made Hungry Ghost.
how did the thing with the artwork? We were like, "What's the right way up? This way, or this way?" Nah,
Dude,
that's not the right way. It's upside down.
It's your choice. What was it like to work with Thurston Moore? Man, a dream come true. I can't even believe that it's real.
And he was such a rad dude.
Yeah, dude, it was
Such a
so
nice-
cool. It was so cool to us. It was so cool, man.
Remember, he knew so much about music that we used to joke about that black metal artist from Tasmania called Stryborg or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
and
he actually
then we
knew
had
Stryborg.
dinner with him.
He knew it.
And
He was, like,
we
friends
had
with
dinner.
him.
He's like, "Oh, I know him."
Yeah,
and we were
yeah.
like, "What? How do
I
you
think
know
he was
him?"
like in a band with him.
Dude, he told us a story. He told us a story, right?
He's in a band with him now.
And I was trying to I'm already over the, out of my mind talking to Thurston Moore at this dinner, and I order a mango salad. God knows why.
I got dysentery from my meal that
And,
night.
and anyway,
New York. That's
dude,
the
I
story.
didn't even eat salad or mango. And then, and I was
Drink
telling him
mangoes.
how I love Lil Wayne. Remember? Because I was big on Carter 3 at the time. He's like, yeah, no, I love Lil Wayne. And then I tried to flip the script and jump straight into Stryborg. And then he's
Flip
like,
the scripts like Lil Wayne would do.
yeah.
Yes.
And then he's like, let me tell you a story about Stryborg, Sin Nana. And then he tells this story about being at some venue, and he walked in with his McDonald's takeaway.
Oh, this is confusing, the story, but yeah, that was another friend of mine who told me that story. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I'm ruining the.
He comes in.
illusion
He
that this
comes
was a
in with his
festival story.
McDonald's takeaway, and then break dances in front
It
of
was KFC,
everyone.
He had a bucket of chicken.
No.
Tom Hall told me that story.
Oh,
right.
I'm crossing up
Shout out to
multiple
Tom
stories.
Hall, bloody
Yeah.
legend.
Do you
Good
still
mate.
communicate?
Mix them. It's way better. You can't. If it's boring, no one's going to listen. Just mix them all together. It's way
Yeah,
better.
Thurston Moore told us that story, but
Hey,
Yeah.
this is a great question, and then we'll get into next song. What's your favorite musical format, CD, vinyl, or cassette? I just like to say that no matter what it is that I'm choosing to listen to, I buy it on the format it was intended to be released on. So when it was recorded, so I love my metal on cassette. I love my 90s music on CD. I love my vinyl. But I like to buy it for are you talking, Henry?
no, he's just doing sign language for all the hard of, what do you call it? Hard of hearing.
So basically, the format the band thought they were
Hearing
going to
impaired.
release it on when they were recording is the format you should buy it in. And you know what? That's why digital is still ripping today. So,
There you go. Anyone else? What else? What's your
another
favorite
song?
formats? What's your favorite format, Luke? Boredom. What's your
My
favorite
favorite
format?
format.
Yeah. What's your favorite format, Henry? Boredom,
In his
he's
head.
thinking. He's thinking. My
I think
favorite
it's
format is
vinyl.
memory.
I just think it's vinyl because memory, digital bits,
just
ones and
remembering
zeros.
what
bits.
songs sound like.
the purest of pure.
No, human memory, like
Um,
human consciousness.
once he records it, it's not as good.
That's right.
When I
Memory's way
listen
better.
back to everything,
My
and say,
favorite,
okay, I'm like,
favorite
that's not how I
format's
remember
my
it.
head.
Sometimes I put my head next to. I used to put my head next to Boredom's and just tune in, but society took that away from
Nah,
us.
I also like vinyl.
I like the artwork on vinyl.
Yeah.
I just,
Oh, yeah,
I just like the big artwork.
Yeah, the big artwork.
Hey, how funny when I hold up the
Whoa.
record with the
Dude,
background.
you
It's
should
just,
blending
hold it up.
into the
Dude, that looks
background.
sick
That's so
from where we
funny.
are. That's crazy.
that's so rad.
Oh, well, the
That's
flags
awesome.
blending in. One flag.
Yeah, how weird.
Half mast. We
How-
should be at half mast for the next
Mast
20
is
years
great,
at this
man.
rate. Yeah.
We're going to jump into the next one. Last one is my 9-year-old Ollie wants to know when you're playing All Ages Show again. Look,
We did have one booked.
Yeah,
We had one,
Yeah,
but
we
we
were,
didn't-
we were
Yeah.
planning on
Oh,
doing
we
one
did.
sooner, but it'll be later, unfortunately. But I think everyone knows why.
before we go to the next song, do you guys dig Parkway Drive? Parkway Drive are the pioneers for any heavy music that doesn't exist on a radio, that doesn't get played on the radio, and stuff like that. Yes, we have huge respect for what they did.
We've got stories about every single one of these
Yeah,
bands.
yeah,
Like, it's so
I know.
funny. Tell our Parkway Drive story, tell our AFI story. tell our
But yeah,
First
man,
and More
Parkway
story.
Drive, as Australians, we should be
got
insanely
stories for
proud
days, don't we,
of what they've done.
Absolutely.
So what's the next song?
Absolutely.
What do we got?
Daniel Ricciardo would agree with
Oh,
that.
Danny Ricciardo would love that. What do we got? What's the next one? What did we just play?
I
I've
forgot.
talked for so long.
It's Slow Down Sonic, is it?
Easy.
Oh, Easy.
That's
right.
Easy.
You already-
It's just so easy.
Shout out to the Novocaines.
Target practice on the Lord.
Anyone know this band, the Novocaines? If anyone from the Novocaines is watching, hi, nice, g'day. Remember us? Thanks for all those bucket bombs back in the day. But yeah, really a very famous interview. It's probably on YouTube still. Inspired our use of the word easy. Often we do make use of it. Like, so if you've seen the Pick It Up Again video, which if you might have earlier, when we do the hands in, we say easy. It's just the way that when there's a very famous interview on YouTube with this band, the Novocaines. Look it up. And when they say easy, it's just like, I've never heard anyone say the word easy with more confidence, and it's just it's great because it's actually like, it's kind of funny too. But yeah, shout out to the Novocaines. It's oh, there's James. James is still here with us, eating his cheesesteak back in the good old
How good's
days.
cheesesteak? How good's the
They're pretty good.
cheesesteak?
This is coming from Queensland's ambassador for veganism, Luke Henry.
Oh, vegan
It's in the
cheesesteak.
email.
Vegan
If you get an
cheesesteak.
email from
Vegan.
vegan cheesesteak. Yeah. Anyone out there get an email from the Veganism Australia or whatever? It's like got Henry listed as their ambassador, so
Yeah,
you know.
I'm a vegan warrior.
Any vegans out there?
I'm a vegan warrior.
Get amongst it with Henry. He's all over it.
Yeah, and then if you're around Jersey, just go to Gino's.
Gino's, yeah. What happens when you go to Gino's and you ask for a vegan cheesesteak? They're like, yo, right? Yep, yes sir. How would you like it? No, they're assholes.
I would like one without meat. Get the fuck out of here!
Get the fuck out of here! Just onions, please. Nah, it's a good joint. You know, Henry's always a real good sport with the rest of us, though. Like, you know, he really does. You know, I'd love to. Why am I talking about you like you're not here, Henry? You're here with me right now, social distancing.
Hi.
Hey, man, you're such a good sport with all your veganism and how the rest of us aren't. Like, just gets
Pretty good at
amongst
the
it.
baseball swing.
It's like sometimes we'll all be sitting around eating like something that's got meat in it and be going like, oh, this is so good, and Henry will be like, yeah, that looks really good.
Oh yeah, I always get asked like how the dynamic in our band like works, and I'm like, well, Henry's a vegan, and he's in a band with me,
Yeah, that was funny.
so that sums up a bit, you know.
You know, like everybody's got to put up with something, right? Everybody's got to put up with something.
That's right.
No, your barbecues are pretty good, James. I just wish you'd cook a bloody eggplant steak one time.
You stand around and smell them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They smell good, except for like the burnt flesh and stuff.
So that song was easy. PJ's in West End. They do a veggie cheesesteak. There you go.
They
You
do,
know what?
yeah, they actually do it really
When
well.
I used to sit down there with my daughter and get the fried pickles and a beer for one, and yeah, eat them there. Hey Henry, who are your top 5 favorite bass players? Keen on this myself.
Yeah, let's find out. Hey,
Wow.
Cliff Burton.
Well,
I'll
it's
answer
just
for you.
Thundercat.
it's just all Flea. It's just all Flea. All I ever want to do is be out.
Obviously.
5 different incantations.
Like
of-
honestly, listening to self-titled, I can tell.
Incarnations.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going for. I just was kept telling Bryce, was like, man, you're not getting the slaps. Where's the slaps?
And he's like,
you're
oh,
playing with a pick.
yeah. Oh, I did. You know what?
And then before, and like, so it's like Flea, Paul McCartney.
And then who else? You got any others?
Well, Cliff Burton's number one.
He's number one, mate. He's fucking
and then
number one.
Bass, and then
He
the
doesn't-
bass
he
player
doesn't
from,
know anyone else
Jesus
that plays
Lizard.
it.
No, the
Oh,
Jesus
yeah.
Lizard.
What's his
Jesus
name?
Lizard bass player is Joe Mad
Joe.
motherfucker plays the bass.
Joe Rogan from bloody Jesus Lizard. All right.
Joe,
let- The album
Joe's
is
one of my
Sick
favourite
Boys,
bass
Thanks to the
players.
Party. Just ordered the blue. Hey, wait.
Tyler.
Adam Scott from
Tyler
England,
from
Scumbag.
Luca Brasi is what Henry wanted him to say. Is that not true?
Yeah, exactly.
Brady.
That's right.
Brady.
Tyler from Luca
Brady's
Brasi.
my favorite. Brady. You know, anyone know Brady?
Oh, Brady from Genies. Fuck
Billy
yeah.
the Kid.
I'm filling up the top 5 already.
Made,
There's not many left.
Mark Hoppus, that's for sure. Hey, Flea novelist Alec Hoppus, the guy, someone's answering here. Hey, I saw someone's like just ordered the blue vinyl. Like seriously, we're like, last update we got was 350 copies. If we could honestly sell this out, it'd be insane. The last time
It
we
would be crazy.
Yeah, the last time we sold out of all the vinyl we pressed, because we pressed as more than what we ever thought we would sell, was Hungry Ghost, and we actually sold it out on first day of pre-order, much like today. So
We need all of you out there to go and grab a copy.
Sonic Sherpa.
And let it sell out on the first day that it came out, and then we've got the best excuse ever to blow up at our managers. They're in big trouble.
For not ordering more. It's a lose-lose situation for them. So, Sonic Sherpa, Rocking Horse, O'Gene, what else we got? These are the ones stocking up. But like, honestly, any independent record store, you know, we're fanatics of records and music ourselves, and it's really important to us that these, you know, stores not only survive, but, you know, thrive. It's places where people like us felt accepted and a place to listen to music. So, yeah, jump on, buy a blue vinyl right now. Shane from DZ is the best bassist of all time. I'm not going to argue.
No, fair call.
I'm just reading out tweets of, like, Bray Fisher from Dear Seattle says, "Yo, dude, watching the live stream now. People are saying the YouTube stream has been suspended for some reason."
That was ages ago, dude.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just
Bro,
getting,
you're living
it was
in the
15
past.
minutes ago.
Move on.
It's like what you're saying or people are saying. I
Any
guess he's a
repress
person.
of
He's a
previous
person.
albums in the plan. Like, honestly, it never was, but as Poison Idea said, record collectors are pretentious arseholes. So, you know, we're seeing copies of our albums going for $300, $500. It's insane, and we will repress. I think, like, if we could do something cool, it would be with this album right here. We Don't Belong Here. We only actually made 1,500 of these CDs. We actually made 1,000. And MGM was the distributor at the time, and it sold 1,000 copies in 50 days. This is in around 2008, was that right?
Yeah, 2007, 2008. It was actually, wasn't it put on Magic Dirt's?
It was on Emergency, so
Yeah.
Magic Dirt's record label, but it went through MGM distribution. They sold 1,000 copies in 55 days, and because they couldn't get a hold of us, they repressed an extra 500, and so that's why there's 1,500 copies. And then we never repressed it, because
that's an awesome photo. James taking a piss at the studio.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt your story.
That's all right. I do we, and
That
then
was before the coronavirus, all right?
and then hey,
I was gonna post
love
that
how
photo
Henry-
on our Instagram, and he
Henry
was like,
spent
"No,
all day-
don't post that. Don't post that."
Henry found all these embarrassing photos. He spent all day getting them ready. So it's for his little tricks. Show everyone.
it's being in a band with a photographer. It's awesome and it sucks. But like, yeah, so we did like 1,500 copies, right? Check this out. And we only did that because we were just trying to put out some songs that another label basically paid for us to record. And then next minute that sells out. Thurston Moore calls us, wants us to go and make an album. We're like, hell yeah. He's like, who you want? And we're like, Gil Norton. Gil Norton's on the phone. Pixies, Foo Fighters, Distillers,
They were all on the phone.
Jimmy Eat World.
Every one of them on the phone.
Yeah.
I was like,
All the
"Can everyone
Good's
get
an
off the
option,
phone?
but
I'm trying to
he's
talk to
busy.
Gil Norton."
So we're like, okay, well, this sounds like a pretty good idea. Thurston Moore seems to know what he's talking about. So we fly to America to make, we fly to Thingy Make Self-Titled, wherever that is.
We were
And-
originally going to call it Name Drop City, because like that was how it felt at the time.
And then, so we made that. And
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
there's 7 new songs on Self-Titled at the time in Australia, including like My Power, Eat Your Parents, all these songs, Narrow Ways. And then we release it, and in Australia they're like, oh no, you've already put that out.
Yeah, that's right. We fucked up.
So you know what we
Fucked up.
yeah we went to America and
Everyone
you
thought
know,
we did, but
got
we
to,
definitely did.
Got to 21 on the Billboard charts and 6 on the K-Rock charts ahead of Green Day and Weezer. This is 2010. No one back here still gave a shit. So you know, there's a story.
What does that say about Australia?
It says about Australia. It says about
we love
Australia
you,
that
Australia.
everybody
But
loves.
they have good music taste.
Everybody loves
Says they
chips.
have
It's
good
that we
music
don't
taste.
buy into like people releasing the same song and re-recording it. Here's something from Twitter.
but we
First
grew up
time
with-
I heard
It's just
songs
that-
from the new Violent Soho album was in the back streets of the Valley at 1 a.m. on a Wednesday. A man approached James Tidsworth, this guy, and while I was listening, took out his penis and proceeded to urinate in front of us. No splashback. Happy release day, fellas. That was from Dan Condon, good old friend of ours. Thanks, Dan.
You know what? That's actually a true story.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't.
And
he's not a liar.
do you know what song I played to him?
Retweeting it now.
Do you know what song I played to him? Pity Jar. And when I finished playing it to him, he said, "Oh, Boredom just got his Malcolmus on."
Son of a bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pity Jar from Everything Is A-OK.
Fuck yeah.
That was great. That was great.
Fuck yeah.
Everything is A-okay.
I honestly like the very Malcolmist, very pavement-y, but like there's a lot of arches and life in this song, especially in the chorus.
Dogs on Acid, mate.
For sure, Dogs on Acid. Shout out Dogs on Acid.
Don't exist.
Shout them out anyway. Bloody good band. Get back together, Dogs on Acid.
I love this song.
Furniture is falling apart.
I love this song. Hey, I got a guy here called James McKinnon who's written, I did the ultimate guitar tab for Teenage, Birth of a Teenage. Did I get it right? Hell knows, dude.
We don't even know how to play it.
Like we remember that song.
I don't even know how that song goes. Like people always say, like, why don't you have like your old stuff, like Pigs and TV or whatever, on Spotify? It's like we don't want you to hear it. I mean, like if you want to hear it, go find it. We're not just like putting that out on a silver platter for you to all hear our old crappy recordings. You know, like put yourselves in our shoes, alright? Even put yourselves in my socks. But Brisbane Broncos represent, mate. Bloody $2 at Coles, mate, because the season's dead. It was a bargain.
Oh, it's someone's favorite song, and then someone else said,
We like the Broncos.
"Why did you write a song about Canada?" Because it's a pretty great country.
It's also like, it's not necessarily about Canada.
Nah, it's not. I
You
know.
know,
I mean,
it's like
I didn't write
abstract lyrics.
Where's
you know?
Bottom? What do you got?
Anyone out there a big Smashing Pumpkins fan?
Oh, they got
Like,
what?
you know, like what?
No,
Have you ever
I
really
can't hear you
seen like
guys.
a bullet with butterfly wings before? Why'd you write a song about a bullet with butterfly wings?
Yes.
Billy Corgan's like, that's
Nice.
not what it's about, man.
Here's a question. Favorite Fiddler song?
There we go.
I don't think that I should answer this one.
Oh.
I don't know any Fiddler songs.
Me
Like
neither.
by name.
Favorite Fiddler
That
song?
one that's like sounds like jangly guitars.
Boredom's mates with the dude that
Just hang on.
that tries to look like Nate. Yeah, what's his name, Boredom?
I like how the Fiddlers spell their name
can't
like
hear,
the
man.
same
Who's the
way
name
you
of
would
what?
spell like not
The
like
guy
a
from
fiddler,
Fiddler.
but like a fiddler.
Zach.
Yeah, the dude that dresses up like Nate.
He looks like you when you were like hot.
Yeah.
James, how many moving vehicles had you jumped out of? Too many, dude.
Oh, your Bucks Party one was pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank
it
God
was
I had
It was a bit of a lemon of a fall.
Thank God I had a
Oh, lemon.
leather
Ooh, I like
jacket.
it.
Leather
Right
jacket on.
there.
Did you pull that from the poster? That's amazing.
Yeah, I pulled it straight out.
Boredom.
Cool worker.
How do you love?
Yeah.
How much do you love palm muting? This is by Jack Ainsbury. How much do you love it, dude?
I like it a lot. And you know what? It's kind of funny. I didn't even know what palm muting was until you showed me in like before our band had started.
That's right. That's right.
Do you remember?
I do. It's the only thing
Remember,
I could
like you palm mute it, and I was like, "What's that?" And then you showed me when we had like I don't know, the shittest guitars. And
No,
stuff.
I remember because
We
you
would've been
liked
like 15.
Millencolin too, and I was like, look, dude, this is what Millencolin do. And we spoke about it.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was like,
favorite favorite Aria story. Without getting into it too much, remember when you told James from Vance Joy he was going to win an award and he didn't? That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I was sitting next to James at the Arias, and he was
From Vance Joy,
nominated
not me.
for Male Artist of the Year, and I was like, gave him a big shoulder slap. I was like, I reckon you're gonna win it, mate. Massive shoulder slap. Poor bloke. He's too nice. He's too nice to be sitting next to me. And then he didn't win, and I said, sorry about that. True story.
But
Shout out
James
James.
is a good bloke.
Super nice guy. Love that
super
guy.
nice dude. And,
Ledge,
and you know what's
ledge.
crazy about that band Fiddler? I just remembered you saying before is if Fiddler were from Australia, that'd be like massive, man. Like there's no doubt about it.
They would be.
They would be.
If Fiddler was a metal band, they'd be called
would be.
Molester.
Ooh. Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Shooting,
All right.
shooting the shit.
Look at James's face.
Well, it means fuck it, dog. Life's a risk, which is one of the greatest, band names ever. Really.
James's favorite band, so he knows all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, 40 ounce on repeat, huge song. If there were two guys on the moon and one killed the other with a rock, would that be fucked up or what? That's a question.
I reckon, like, what? Like, if it's a choice between fucked up or what? What? Nah, fucked up.
What?
It'd be fucked
What?
Up. It would
Fucked
be
Up
fucked
is the best
That was a
band.
great
Fucked Up
question.
rule.
That was a really good question.
Favorite Queens of the Stone Age album? Again, I don't listen to them. Boredom.
Self-titled.
Rated R. Rated R. Rated R. See?
I got in with self-titled before you said that.
Let's talk about something different than Fiddler.
Songs for the deaf.
Favorite bands?
What's the other question?
Tour with Fiddler and Pup. You know what? That'd be a ripping tour.
That would be sick.
That would be a cool tour.
Shut
That
some
would be a cool
beers to
tour.
recover. Guys drop an Asian tour. Look, probably not at the moment. Favorite prime ministers of fucking where?
Favorite Prime
Whitlam.
Ministers
Yeah.
of Australia?
Listen to jazz, Henry.
Probably Gough Whitlam or Paul Keating. When I was a little kid,
I reckon Whitlam
I
and
used to
Keating.
think Bob Hawke was so
Definitely
cool.
not any of the liberal.
Jazz, thanks Jazz. I know.
Bob Hawke.
We all know. We all know.
Bob Hawke.
No,
Bob Hawke was pretty cool.
shout out all those cunts
Is
that were
it
the prime
Jacinta?
minister.
Oh my
Who's
god.
New Zealand's prime minister? Jacinta.
Yeah, Jacinta's
Jacinta!
sick.
She's
She's
the
awesome.
winner.
She's unreal.
She's
What
the
a
winner.
sweetie.
She's probably the
Yeah,
best in the
100%.
world.
She wins the world.
Dude,
Yep,
she just
100%.
killed it, reinvented her whole country, went through a terrorist attack whilst being like
I'd be
pregnant.
half Kiwi right now.
Man, she
Yeah.
just absolutely killed it. So that's the fact.
Ledge.
I like her. I wish she was the Prime Minister of Australia even.
We all do. Favorite
even though
Millencolin
she's from
album?
New Zealand.
Probably Penny Bridge Pioneers.
Life on a plate.
Nah,
Yeah.
Penny Bridge.
That's
Life
a
on a
tough one.
Plate.
Penny Bridge.
Like, yeah. Life on a Plate for me. Yeah.
Tour with Pears, no brainer. Awesome. Chaswood Skull Beers. Mate, she does.
Oh yeah, she does. And then
What
they end
you
up
should
on your
see,
shoes.
and you should see them. You should see them come back out as well when after she's had too many in like Magic Dirt's like bathroom or like many a good hotel rooms that were.
Shout out
destroyed.
paper towels.
Never.
Always there for us.
Hey, that's a good one. What's
Backstage.
everyone's
Yeah.
individual
Yeah.
favorite band? What's everyone individual's favorite band? Henry, go first. What's your favorite band?
Shit, I don't know. Jesus Lizard, maybe.
Gee, big,
Yeah, I
good
don't know.
choice. Good choice.
What's the bass player from Jesus Lizard's name?
Joe something?
Shook Joe, fucking Ledge,
Joe,
Lord.
Joe Rogan from Jesus Lizard.
Joe Rogan. Yeah, Joe Rogan.
What's your favorite band?
Pavement.
Mikey, what's your favorite band?
I don't have a favorite band. That's that kind of favoriting like bands. I don't know, but for the sake of it, Blink-182 is my favorite band.
Well, that
Mark Hoppers.
he stole my answer.
I only said that because it was your answer.
I know what you
Nirvana
did.
was pretty good. they were a great band. Favorite of mine.
Paper on the Plane, old school Brizzy band, favorite No Effects album. Let me tell
We
you a
Set
story.
Sail.
All right, let me tell you a story about No Effects. 17 years old, insane Fat Records fan, Lagwagon, Propaganda. Like, I'm growing up, life is just pumping out ridiculously good album, Strung Out at this time. Suburban Teenage Wasteland Blues, just done Twisted by Design, I think it's called. I go and see NoFX, and I'm gonna say it. I'm 17. I go to the matinee show. I leave school where teachers treat me, they're very frustrated with me. So I go to the matinee show at the arena in Brisbane. I get there, and anyway, people start spitting on Fat Mike. Not me. I don't spit on people. And anyway, he just loses the plot and starts saying, "Stop spitting on me," and imagine it was Corona at this point. And I'm like, "I'm not spitting on you. There's 2,000 people here, dude." And he's like, "You keep spitting on me, I'm gonna cut songs." And I'm like, "Well, dude, you invented spitting on people." Anyway, he pulls out a bloody whiteboard or something, I can't remember, and starts crossing off the hits, Linoleum, off, because people were spitting. And I was 17, 16, standing this show. My favorite record label of all time, Fat Records, gave me hope to believe in life as a teenager. And I walked out of that show because Fat Mike was like seeing, being dealt with by a PE teacher, just a fat, shit, annoying one. And he wiped out all my favorite songs. Pissed me off. I'll never forgive him. Do a tour with Void and Dear Seattle. Gee, that's a good lineup. What else we got?
Somebody asked you about doing cosplay as Joe Exotic, I think it was. But I was like, man, remember that time you dressed up as Nicki Minaj?
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big Nicki Minaj fan. Especially her style. Halloween IU party with June Rats. I spent $180 on a blonde and pink wig to look like Nicki Minaj. And I was putting makeup on in the bathroom. It's like 2011, 2012, I guess. And
it was 2012. We played with June Rats and
Workers Club, Melbourne.
Yeah.
I was in the bathroom putting on makeup, and man, it's pretty weird being given so much shit before you go on stage.
Do you have a comment on the NRL relocating to Moreton Island for the season? Look, if it happens, I can tell my grandkids about it, but maybe. Wait and see.
Tidswell, your favourite pair of stubby shorts? Honestly, any with pockets.
Shop at Bunnings, good stuff there.
Favourite drinking songs? Well, we like drinking and songs, so they're all good.
Yeah, like a song about
Do you guys
drinking.
like Offspring? Mate, let me...
There must be a lot of good songs about
Oh,
drinking.
Offspring smashes up there.
You
It's
like
pretty
put
good.
on a certain song to drink to? Have you ever done that?
Two with Towns, two with Pop.
Nah. Won't even answer the question.
You got the
Cheeseburger!
Yeah, cheeseburger.
Oh.
Greg gets out of beer.
So, should we do the last song and then answer anyone that wants to hang around after we've finished the last song? Ask us all these ridiculously stupid questions and we'll answer as many as you... Play Morton. Love to, mate. I can see it from my house. Should we play the last song? Is it last song now?
It is the last song. It's called
this is it.
A-OK. Many people think that this song is called Everything is A-OK, but in fact, that's just the title of the album. In fact, the song itself is called A-OK, so when people call it the title track, technically they're wrong. Now, you've all heard this one, I'm sure. It's a bit of a gentle one, a bit of a lullaby. Yeah, it's playing. Oh, well, this has been pretty funny and fun. Man, it's almost, we're going close to 2 hours now. This is the first time we've tried to do something like this. It's getting to a point now, but I mean, like, maybe, like, we'll look at doing something like this again in the future because, I mean, what else is there to do? And, it's pretty fun. Like, we always, in band practice, joke about doing a podcast and that will get cancelled as soon as it starts. But, I mean, it just depends on who's watching. If you don't like what we're saying, you can just turn off the TV and that's a great way to cancel it as well. But, I mean, like, we've got very dry senses of humour, especially me, as you can tell. Yes, please. Yeah, great. I think I need another one, another beer. Where's it? Sometimes people comment on our Instagrams and stuff about like what beers we drink. They're like, "Oh, I see you guys are sponsored by Stone and Wood. Oh, you guys are sponsored by Forex. Oh, you guys are sponsored by Great Northern." It's like we're not sponsored by any single one of them. We just drink them all the time.
I'm drinking these at the moment. These are pretty good.
We sponsor them, all right.
Rest assured, we accept no sponsorship from any company or business. Anything that we like, we promote it because it's legit. And let me tell you, one of the greatest companies to stand by is Stone and Wood. Independently owned.
Yeah, these guys.
The greatest. Never will sell out. We admire Stone and Wood, and we, you know, even our own band try and live up to that level. Hey,
Just having another piece.
well, you have another piece up there, dude.
One thing that Stone and Wood do that's real cool, if you work for them, what they do with their staff is you do 1 day of charity work, and they get an extra day of like leave or something for their staff. So it's just a way of incentivizing staff to go out into the community. I think that's a really great idea. A lot of businesses should look at doing something like that.
Hey Dan, is the stream still working? The screen's going black, so we can't
shout
see
out
it.
to Dan.
Yeah, huge
shout
shout
out
out
to
to
You gotta
Dan.
yell to talk to Dan because he's like in a totally different place to us.
Is it still running, Dan?
It's still going.
Is
It's
that?
like
Still
he's-
think it's still going on.
Dan's huge
Yeah,
Sony
people are
big screen
saying-
TVs.
Well, the only reason why
Turned off.
I say it, Dan Grates, he went to our school, he made a lot of our videos, Samurai Say, Covered in Chrome, Far Eyes, etc., like soda, is that people on here are saying, you know, coming to London and stuff and all that sort of stuff. And you know what? That was a huge thing for us to make the commitment to try and, you know, Maisie, we are aware of how many pieces. Henry, you need to talk as loud as like your kids. Their voices cut through better than yours, Dad. Nah, dude, your voice is just so basic compared to theirs. I love it.
Man, I play bass. Come on. Boom, boom, boom.
You all can see the pearl. Oh, I just noticed the pearl's been behind the skateboard the whole time. Here we go, number 3.
But look, cancelling those shows was brutal, especially because the Electric Ballroom or whatever it was called, Electric Brixton, I think, is that what it's called? It just,
Yeah.
it had just
Something.
sold out.
Brixton Electric.
Electric
Ballroom.
Brixton or something.
Is that it?
I think so.
Yeah.
And it just sold out. And the last time we
Electric Brixton.
Yeah,
And-
we
and-
pretty
and
much
the-
had sold out all the shows.
and the
like,
last
so
time we
it's
played
super
in
disappointing.
London was we played Power Lunches in Dalston, which was this little cafe in 2011.
Yeah, Dalston.
And we played
greened out
All
at that
Tomorrow's Parties when Le Savi Fav curated it with bands like insane bands like Archers of Loaf, Hot
Yeah,
Snakes.
we
and-
played
was
like
insane.
Le Savvy
Total Control.
Played 2 sets
Total
that
Control was
day.
sick.
It was like Total Control and Us and Archers of Loaf,
and us,
No Age,
And
not
Us.
us, not us, but us.
us,
And who else? Like
We were
Hot
probably the
Snakes
best.
and,
We were probably the best.
So it's a big deal to be able to come
That'd be
back
cool.
to.
Battles and Flying Lotus, heaps of cool, crazy shit.
Yeah, but it was a huge deal for us to come back to there
Sun Ra
and
Orchestra.
and then to play like a bigger venue. I think it's like 1,500 cap and it sold out. So cancel it. It's pretty devastating. We can't make any promises, you know.
It's pretty scary, like when you think about even going overseas and stuff. Like, you know, I've got friends who are talking about, oh, I'm going to go on a trip in 6 months from now when the flights come back because they'll be cheap. I'm like, good luck leaving Australia. Like, who knows, man? Like, hopefully we can get things to be, flattening the curve or whatever the language is here in Australia so that we can go about our lives. But, you know, it's scary looking at the rest of the world.
Dude, it's scary leaving
You know,
your house.
we miss you. We were very excited to go on this tour, you know, and we wanted to do more touring than that overseas too. So, you know, hopefully things pan
Look,
out.
it's scary leaving the house at the best of times, and
It's scary even like we were even like talking about how appropriate it was just to have the two of us here.
yeah, and again, it's really hard to leave, and so to have this booked in and actually committed and doing it. Obviously, we're flying into Amsterdam for a reason, make it a little less scary.
Yeah,
But,
we were going to be
420.
there for 420. We were going to be
420.
in Amsterdam for 420. Like, well, I mean, that's another disappointment to add to
Playing
the list.
Paradiso. So like, you know, but you know, everyone out there is doing it way tougher than, you know, what we are. We understand that as a band, we're very privileged, and we're feeling it the same way everyone else is. So there's not a lot to say. We're
Yeah, we're mega bummed. We're mega bummed.
Mega bummed. Yeah, absolutely.
Mega bummed.
Mega bummed.
Thanks to all the shout outs from on the YouTube comments. There's heaps of shout outs from places like Russia and South America.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah, and like these are other
Thanks.
places that
So
we
rad.
I mean, like
So
we just,
sick.
it's really hard. You know, you want to go to all these places, and it's, you know, like it's just, we feel you. We'd love to come
Yeah.
bring it to all of you guys.
And let us tell you, like it's even
Absolutely.
harder. Pop shove it, love it. The one of the hardest parts is your whole crew and everyone involved, and that's even, you know, the hardest you know, part of this whole thing to write. I think is like, what was that? Sorry, Bottom. I can see you talking. Oh,
I think you're looking at when he
I'm
was
looking
talking
at
before.
when
You're
you're
looking at
talking
the other screen.
But yeah, so like, you know, our
not
crew
used
and
to this.
our crew and everything, you know, that makes it really, really difficult. And but all I can say is that like we've never felt more like, you know, that this is the state of origin. We're running out to play it, and then it's sort of, you know, the rug's been pulled from under our feet, and I'm sure that's the same feeling that everyone's feeling with their jobs and their life and everything. Is like, we just don't know, and you know what? We're taking it day by day, the same way that everyone else is. But we're so grateful for the support. I mean, look at what we're able to do. You know,
Absolutely.
Tell you what, how good would it be if we did get to have State of Origin? You know, I tell you what, if Australia does get State of Origin, and because if we have sport come back sooner than other countries, everyone in the bloody world's going to watch that. There's no Olympics, you know, no Euros. Like, imagine State of Origin.
because we can't believe people are
Just something
still
to keep you
tuned in.
motivated.
Let's plow through some questions. Oh, Boredom and Henry, are you guys reading from anywhere where we're not? Because we got Facebook coming up. You guys got...
Yeah. I had YouTube, and
I'm reading from YouTube. I'm reading YouTube.
Let's do it, Henry.
I'm reading
What do you
YouTube.
got?
But yeah, there's a big question.
Yes,
I
we've
always
heard.
get-
Yes, we've heard of the psychedelic porn crumpets, and they're sick.
Yeah,
good
they're
band.
really good.
We've heard of every cool band because we have fantastic taste in music. Just so you guys know. It's part of the secret for being good is actually
Favorite.
like, listening to music.
Favorite
and discovering
AC/DC song?
Other good music.
It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll, and let me tell you, it's a national
Yeah.
anthem if you've ever played in a band.
Jailbreak.
What else?
Trying to find some. Shout out to Japan for anyone watching from there. That's rad. Favorite Rancid song. Favorite Rancid
Singapore.
song.
Yes, we'd love to come back to
Rancid
Singapore.
song.
That'd be sick.
Favorite Rancid song is Ruby Soho, hence our band name.
Anything by Lars Fredriksson and the Bastards is good.
Violent Soho. It comes from the name Ruby Soho.
Oh, it does. Hey, yeah, that's
so,
right.
yeah, that'd have to be our favorite.
There you
G'day
go.
from South Oz. Hell yeah, South Australia rules.
Mikey, tell us a story about Showroom Hollywood.
About the song Showroom Hollywood.
When-
Mikey
were
wrote a
called
lyric,
Showroom.
I believe.
No, when
No,
well,
my
I guess
dad
so.
actually, the first time we were
I think
ever
he did.
played on the radio anywhere, my dad used to run like some community radio show once a week, like did like an hour or something in Logan, just the city south of Brisbane. And he played one of our earliest demos of a song that we released a very long time ago called Hollywood, which is, according to us, that song's bonkers. But like some people do like it. There's a reason it's not on Spotify. But yeah, like that's the story about that song. My dad still always goes to me, you know, I really think that song Hollywood was probably your best song.
My dad was always
Hey
like,
Dad, if you're watching.
my dad's probably not watching through YouTube, but his favorite song is always "Obsessed with Love" is a heavy word, and he loved Boredom's lyrics and talent, and "Love is a heavy word." That was a huge standout for him.
Hey, Mikey, I have a question here from Raylene Gangbangs.
Hey Raylene.
Hey, Prison Mike, what's your What's Prison Mike? What's your favorite go-to shank?
My favorite go-to shank.
What's your favorite shank?
Well, like I've never made a shank before, but like
His
just
toothbrush on the
just
Besser
using
blocks.
my imagination, like what I would do.
Toothbrush on the Besser blocks is inside the cell.
I'd probably do something real weird, like make it out of a human bones or something. Like I'd have to kill someone first, or like
All right.
just grab my fingernails
First gig you went to?
long and be like.
First gig I went to was MXPX at the KB Centre at Shayla Park.
I was at that show.
My first 18 plus
I
gig I went to was
lived
with
just up the
Vines.
road.
You did.
Oh, I went to a Vines show. That was my first 18 plus. I remember because my best friend used his brother's ID to come with me. Because I was 18, but he wasn't.
I remember.
And Magic Dirt was the support. And I remember being like, "Oh, Adelaide is so hot." And now that I've known Adelaide for such a long time, that feels so weird to remember thinking.
Dude,
Hey, Ad.
she's mega. Anyway,
She's still hot.
What do you got going on?
Oi, Mikey! Some dude caught your drumstick at the Lansdowne. If you're looking to get it back, he caught it.
Plenty more where that came
I think
from.
Hey, we got Travis Barker's drumstick somewhere.
Yeah, right here it is.
No, it's falling down the
It
back.
fell down. Oh, here it is.
Got it for me. BC got me this.
These are like Travis Barker signature sticks made by Zildjian, and they're actually not Travis Barker's actual drumsticks. However, well, actually, you can buy these in the shops, but VC actually did get this from Travis Barker, right? So this drumstick I'm holding here was used by Travis Barker. And I'm hearing that no one can hear me. Is that right? Somebody else talk then, if you can't hear bloody me.
Watching from Wynnum right now. Bloody oath, Wynnum's a good spot.
Someone just said
go.
Wynnum's
So we
a good
finished
spot.
listening to the album, yeah?
It's all right, yeah.
We finished listening to the record.
I live in
Yeah,
Manly, which is pretty much Wynnum.
Hmm.
Hey, what do we got? We're just going to answer some questions. Keep it going. What do you got on Facebook? Best live show you've been to, I've got over here. Do you want to answer that one? Henry? Nah, he's gone. Boredom.
You know what? Like, I still, for some reason, remember we all went to Fat Louie's in Brisbane and we watched the Quickening's last show.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Is that your favorite?
Anyone ever
I'll
saw
never forget
The
that.
Quickening?
It
What a
was
fantastic
fucking
band.
well, it was awesome.
Yeah, amazing.
It was so good.
Yeah, I stood
It
right
was
next
Fat
to
Louie's
the,
packed out at its best.
I stood right next to the drum
Dude,
kit.
It
Boredom.
was.
Hey.
I just will never forget it.
Dude,
It was
Boredom
so
has
good.
just smashed it for all of us with that answer. And we still, chat to band members. And can I just say that I was talking to the Fab, the lead singer of The Quickening. Check him out. And he says, still to this day, he wakes up at 3 a.m. so he can play for 3 hours. Play guitar for 3 hours by 6 before his kids and family wake up. Every day. That is how ripping this band is. Like, check them out. The Quickening. You need to.
And also, they're named after a Blade.
Hey,
Hellraiser. What the fucking movie? Highlander.
Wait,
No, a Highlander reference.
I gotta jump in because they keep going. Longest gig you've ever played? I don't know, about 45 minutes. Mikey, favorite Broncos player?
Ever. I said this before. Darren Lockyer is my favorite, but I would go through like multitudes.
Mine's Wally
You
Lewis.
should ask me my top 10, then I can actually think about it.
Mine's Wally Lewis. Okay.
Wally Lewis. Like, it's,
Boredom. Well, we said Wynnum Manly before.
yeah.
Boredom.
What do you do with
Your
the Broncos?
Sydney
Didn't
gig
even
with the
win a
Bronx.
premiership.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone. I'm trying to keep up with all the.
Yeah.
They're gone. I'm going to jump down. Do you like The Living Color? Yep. Okay. Next thing. Have ever you watched the movie The Room? Boredom. Have you ever watched the movie The Room?
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies. The
I remember
original.
when I used to live with Luke,
Yeah.
and he was like,
I
"You
got it
gotta
on
see this
DVD.
movie on YouTube, man!" Like, telling me about it all the time. Like,
No, you had to
It's
get
so-
it on DVD originally.
So hard to sit down. Oh, was it? Yeah, it's so hard to sit down and even get through it.
Do you guys
But
ever?
I mean, like, even just if you can even just cop 5 minutes of that movie.
do you guys ever drink
Oh
at
my God.
Cooperoo's Bowls Club with Junies?
Yeah.
Yep.
Creepy.
Fave
Oh, yeah.
Bronx song.
Love that.
Favorite Bronx song?
Favorite Bronx song? Where the Broncos, the mighty. Oh, what?
Track 1 of Bronx 3. I believe it's called Knife Man.
Oh, yeah, that's a bloody good song. Eh?
Can
That's
you
a good
skull
song.
beer? Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Are you ever gonna do a shoey? No. Do you listen to Booch and Palms? Look, hey,
Apparently,
check this
management's
out.
saying we got to wrap it up.
We're so grateful for all of the support. Please buy the blue
We're
vinyl
bombing,
and
finally.
sell it out. Any important questions, bring them up right now and we'll answer them. Apart from that, we're gonna just close this out in the next couple of minutes. I'm gonna just grab some stuff. Have you ever played with Pangea?
Girlfriend.
Oh, well, like,
Yes.
I mean, we different eras, but actually, you know what? It's very rare. There wouldn't be too many
We did.
bands around who have played with Pangea, but we did actually.
We did.
It was us, Pangea, and bloody UMI.
Tom DeLonge or
Rick's
Matt
Big Backyard.
Skiba? Fuck you is the answer to that question.
Tom DeLonge or Matt Skiba?
Next,
Oh, Matt Skiba.
we flew to Seattle to see Matt Skiba play in Blink. Will My Pal be on the next set list? We just closed our last 3 shows on Good Things with My Pal, so that'll probably be the end of that song forever for us.
We're on a roll.
I reckon it's coming to an end. Oh, little Yates with the mo.
think so.
Boredom, you got anything there, Boredom?
Oh man, it's just going so fast.
I know, I
Just-
can't even keep up.
What's okay? Favorite? I see that Frenzel stubby. Cool. Do you listen to Sublime? Yeah.
Yes.
My man Pangea. Favorite shampoo and conditioner. Favorite shampoo and conditioner for your long hair. Let's end on that. Favorite shampoo and conditioner. I don't have long hair. Mikey doesn't either.
I
James
used
and
to.
Tidswell.
I know, it's a pink bottle.
used to,
It's a pink bottle and my wife.
Part of why I
bought it.
shaved my head was because I stopped
just-
using
just
shampoo
some
and
bars.
conditioner.
Who
I
knows?
was like, I don't like it. I just got rid of it.
Mm.
Hot water, very hot water, and then you don't need
How
shit.
good's Brisbane? It's
What's the
pretty
deal
good.
with the house? No, this is so. Best song to chug beer to.
Chug. Oh, chug.
Beer.
Beer, like, what about beer by the Real Big Fish?
Definitely not. Anything by Municipal Waste.
Definitely not.
Yeah, Municipal Waste. Beer
Baseball.
pressure. Beer pressure. Beer pressure. Beer pressure by Municipal Waste.
Thoughts on Royal Blood? Is DZ better? 500 year
DZ
right.
are way better. Royal Blood suck.
Way better.
Easy slap Royal
Way better.
Blood in the nuts.
Sorry, Sean.
I thought you were saying Royal Headache, and I was like, yeah, no, Dizzy's way
Nah,
better.
Royal Blood, man.
DZ.
Well, this is it. Thank you so much.
If you could put one file, so okay.
No, you do it. You do it. You do it.
Last question, last
No,
question.
this is
here we
good.
go.
If you could put one Bonso song in Highlander, where would you place it and what scene? I think we know the answer.
God, that's a great question.
Hey, this is the greatest
And before
question
go
we
out
have
on the
ever
answer-
been asked.
Before we go
The
out on
best
the
question
answer,
we've ever
I
done.
just want to say, Henry, Luke, I'm still here with you.
James.
The two Lukes, I haven't seen these guys in a long time, so it's bloody lovely to see you two. And I'm just got to say, you to me, no one else is watching right now. Love you, brothers, and very proud of the record. And
Love you
thanks
too,
for
mate.
tuning in. It was nice to see you both, you beautiful men.
It
And
was
it was nice to see you too, Jazz.
It was unreal. Before Mikey gets so sentimental, we actually stay at Royal Quest Gardens in Melbourne every time because they got a DVD player, and so we can hire Highlander and we watch it together every time. And then we bought Highlander 2 for them and put it into their DVD collection. Henry's birthday in September of last year, we actually went to Garden City and rented out a whole big section of the cinema, and we all went and saw Highlander together at Garden City Cinema. So we're big Kevin McLeod fans.
Henry bought like 50 tickets and just did
There can only be one. There can only be
The
one.
quickening.
It's better to burn out. It's
We were-
better to
that
burn
was
out
the
than to
best.
fade away.
That was the best.
Kurt Cobain also said that. Someone else picked the song, and when are we playing it?
Here's a question:
I
who's going
reckon
to die when
scrape
they
it.
turn 27?
Scrape it during the
Most
credits.
famous 27.
After the Queen,
yeah.
after the Queen song, at
Yes.
the end of the credits, because
Yeah.
Queen already doing an awesome soundtrack.
Perfect.
Everyone, thank you so much for
They
listening.
do.
We can't even believe we're still a band and that people take.
Please like the video and subscribe to our. If you're watching on YouTube, I don't even know if that's up anymore, but subscribe to that because we want to do this again. I mean, we got nothing else to bloody do.
Thank you so much.
If you like to hear us talk absolute stupid, ridiculous shit, especially me, then
Especially Mikey. Hey,
let us know. Like the video if you want to see another
subscribe
one.
button.
And share with your
Hit the
mates.
subscribe button.
Yeah.
Again,
That's it.
thank you so much for.
And if you want more Broncos content, more questions, please. Favorite player ever. Need
Thank
more
you
than
so
that.
much for all your support. We can't even believe we've made an album. And
Thanks,
I mean,
guys. Thanks, everyone.
we've taken the piss out of it as much as we can, whilst also trying to make music that means something to all of us and hopefully you as well. Let's try and sell out the blue vinyl this today or this weekend, and then that is just ridiculous and incredible.
If we do sell out the blue vinyl, and we'll tell everyone on
Sonic
our,
Sherpa,
we'll go,
Rocking
hey,
Horse.
it's sold out, and then all of you, because you all helped us, give each other a high five if it sells out. You all did it for us together. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much. Now give it up for the dude that used to call ads in the footy show, who we asked to do our ad as well. We've been
Shout out
Violent
to
Soho.
Shout out to Fatty Vorden.
And just remember, everything is A-OK.
Okay.
Everything is A-OK. The new album from Violent Soho is out now. Featuring the hit singles, Vacation Forever, Lying on the Floor, and Pick It Up Again. So, what are you waiting for? Grab Violent Soho's new album, Everything is A-OK, today.